Okay. All right. I take it away. Do you need special music or anything, or no? Yes. I could have sworn someone said they had one.
I did.
What? Okay. Did you drop all? Oh, did you drop all your note cards? Did they like flutter all over your room, and now you're collecting them back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have like ominous music.
Do we have ominous music?
Ominous ambiance.
I mean, I do play a little Curse of Strahd once in a while. Let me see if I got anything ominous for you. I would say that Tense Negotiations by Bardify has become the basically the soundtrack of the game. It feels like. And then when they leave the negotiation to go to another negotiation, we play Tense Path. And that's pretty much all the music. Oh, man. I wish I could tell you guys what happened on Thursday. It was so bananas. Oh my god. Anyways. It was so crazy. Okay. Take it away. Set the scene for us. Let's go.
Okay. So we have a typical Alkenstar night. It's just pretty much as active as the Alkenstar day, of course. Just as loud and bustling. Zenny is finishing off her day job now. Goes deep into the night, of course, as a bartender. She spots in an alleyway a pair of incredibly pale, gaunt-looking figures. She gives them a glance as she goes by, and then a second or two later, she turns her head slightly to sneak a longer look, but they're gone. She speeds up in her pace a little bit. When she gets home, closes the door, closes one bolt, the next, and the third. Then goes over to a waste paper basket, ruffles through the trash, and pulls out an unopened letter at the bottom of it. As we can see, just as it fades to black, it's addressed from one Farrah Winslow. That's it. That's the cutscene.
All right, I'm into it. I'm curious. It made me curious. All right, let me throw that Faxpiration into chat. That you might add it to your sheet. All right. With extemporary effects, of course. And then, if anybody would like a third hero point, we're in the middle of some stuff, I believe. You can give me a recap. Nothing wrong with the third hero point. They're always nice. I'm in a pretty deadly campaign myself. I got attacked by a washcloth on Tuesday. So, you know, these other groups think they got it hard, but now I know what it's like having your life on the line. Okay, so got a 2, going once, going twice. All right, Bella, to you.
All right. We continued our journey on foot through the spell-scarred desert to the Cradle of Quartz, beginning in battle with the spectral shades of the mermaids who perished here long ago. We quickly finished them off and recovered Stack's shadow before it became a real boy. After things calmed down, I rushed into a line of questioning about how Zenny seemed to be unharmed by the attacks of the ghost. I can hear myself echoing in the background.
I can.
It's very distracting. Anyways, she flatly refused any acknowledgement of the event, implying I was too high to see things properly. Despite how high I was, I know exactly what I saw, and having extensively studied the nation of Geb during my time at Blythier, I know she is some kind of undead. However, I know not what kind, or if she's some kind of Gebite agent seeking the Pyrodite formula for her own means. After finishing our rest, we set out once more until we came upon a small stream feeding into an oasis. At this point, we realized we were running out of drinking water and made a plan to filter the mana waste pollution out of it. We realized that it was likely that if we continued to stay there, death hippos would definitely eventually come out to play. So we gathered some and continued to head upstream. It was not long until we encountered a strange creature with many eyes and tentacles. None of us knew what to make of this alien being that was clearly not of this world. Curiously, the mystery monster was playing with what seemed to be a Viking helmet made of guns when it noticed us. Its speech pattern was difficult to decipher, but immediately interpretation indicated that it referred to itself as I, and it was interested to know if we were food. Stack the Deck took the lead and started feeding it grilled cheeses, much to Stu's disapproval. It further expanded its dialogue to express interest in miscellaneous items it referred to as toys, which it seemed to be any kind of manufactured object, basically. When the creature realized that Stu was the source of the grilled cheeses, it seemed intent on taking him. It seems everything out here wants to eat my little guy. Fortunately, though, Stack and Ketrin were able to recapture its attention and begin negotiating for toys. In a moment of incredible maturity and character growth, Stack offered the genie lamp in exchange for the gun helmet. Additionally, he was able to trade for a piece we need to fix the airship. Things seemed to be going pretty well, but there was a sudden turn in the tone of conversation when we asked if it wanted to join us. Fortunately, Stack interjected and saved the piece, giving it a deck of cards. This seemed to thoroughly distract and delight the aberration, so we quickly made a getaway. After a short walk, we noticed the silhouette of a large bird and suddenly realized it was far greater size than we initially appraised. We realized it was likely a mana waste rock, which could be very dangerous. So we double timed until we came to a large rope bridge crossing a deep canyon. Despite its age and condition of the planks, it had been constructed by giants, so the ropes were very sturdy. Just as we began to cross, Zenny noticed the presence of spider webs. They burst from their hiding places just as we began to cross, taking up positions on both ends. Much to my dismay, the giant ogre spider came up to the side Stack and I were on, and to make matters worse, early in the fight there was a wild surge that triggered a slowing effect that reduced our ability to defend ourselves. Knowing full well I would unlikely survive a fall from this height, I quickly made my way to the far end and consumed my pucker pickle. Truly the effect of the pickle worked like a charm. Despite getting bitten the shit out of me, they did seem to lose interest after they realized it wasn't appetizing. Unfortunately, I can pretty safely assume I'm probably not going to get lucky today, because the smell coming off of me could knock a buzzard off a shit wagon. The ogre spider went after Stack and webbing him and destroying the planks of the bridge as she moves. Ketrin rushed to his aid, but tragically was pushed off the bridge into the canyon below. She very nearly died from the fall, but managed to pick herself up. Who knows how long it will take for us to reunite with her. Then meanwhile, at the other end of the bridge, Vulture was doing his thing, popping spiders with single shots while simultaneously receiving more crits than any person rightfully should get. And then Zenny was able to support him with healing while killing a few spiders of her own. The session ended at the point when Ketrin had been tossed and Stack was stuck to the ground. Zenny began butchering the corpses of the baby spiders, which this has drawn the attention of the ogre spider, who is preparing to charge across the bridge to reprimand her.
Well, one addendum. It did reprimand her right off the bridge.
Catherine got yoked off the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zenny. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, because Zenny was killing babies. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's fantastic. Take your third hero point and your third hero card draw. It sounded even more tense because we had tense negotiations playing instead of this nice rock and banjo music. Oh well. All right. Let me go grab this boss spider music and we'll get started. Let's see. Okay. Grab that. Go here. Do this. Grab that. I'm gonna turn this off real quick. All right. So, heading over to Limestone Gorge. Okay. Yeah. In prep chat, I was pointing out that Smalls eating pickles is probably the best meta for playing in one of my games.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm gonna
Big
put it in
facts.
the. I'm gonna put an ad for the pickles, like in the player's guide for future campaigns. Like any campaign I put in the future, I'm just gonna add an ad for pucker pickles. Like, are you a small planning to go on an adventure? Don't forget your pucker pickles.
I'd known that.
Because there's a shortage of large monsters that can eat people. So the best I can do is eat the smalls, and my monsters must consume. That's just how it is.
Honestly, shocked that Barnabas never got 8.
He was a rascally little fella. It was hard to, yeah. So you had a lot of frontliners to kind of deter the eating. One of my biggest life regrets probably. All right. Let's see. Ending mid-turn, Stack has used one Pac-Man and caused a wild surge. 55. Oh, we're starting with a.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, we are.
We didn't know what it was.
Your DM is a bastard. All right, hold on. Man.
It's on the bridge as well. It could be anything.
God.
Ketchen's already safely at the bait.
Exactly. Unless it's something
Ace all
like
falls on her.
a meteorite falls from the sky directly below you. Let's see, 55. I did start turning this table into an actual functional table in Pathfinder. I made it like 4 items in, and I was like, yeah, nah, we'll just keep grinding through. 100 items is a lot of items to build custom in Pathfinder 2. Oh, it's this secret. I can't actually tell you what it is. Oh my god, we waited all this time.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Continue your turn, Stack.
Oh, so I have 2 actions left? Okay.
Yeah.
As a clarification, this has never happened before. Can I use 2 spells in one turn?
If you have the action economy.
Okay. Oh, that's fair enough. Alright, then I have the focus points. I'm going to do a spell strike on it. I see. Let's see. Spell strike action. There it is. Here's your D20. Here's your wild surge.
Okay.
Here's the attack action.
So an interesting thing about the spell you just cast, it disappears.
Like from my sheet?
No, like from you cast it, and what happens is, you have it refunded immediately. So you have stolen your own spell. So 55 is called Spell Thief. The Wild Surge absorbs the next spell cast within 60 feet of the caster. The spell is stored like a spell scroll and can be cast later by the caster, even if they normally wouldn't be able to. This effect lasts until the spell has been cast, or 1 hour.
Okay.
So you just turned that spell into a spell scroll in your mind that will last 1 hour, which is a bit confusing. But then you also just caused a magical flux. Magical energy within 40 feet fluctuates wildly. Casting spells within it causes the spells to have random targets and or areas of effect.
Neat.
This will last 1 minute. Yeah. So you go to cast a spell, the spell disappears, and then now you know that if you cast any more spells, they're going to be rowdy.
Right.
So what we could do is I'll actually put that one into chat. There we go. And we could pin it. Okay.
Well,
all right. So I don't know what you're going to do now, but you started a spell strike, but the spell itself got absorbed for later. So what else you got?
Well, I guess the attack, the strike part of the spell strike still happens.
Still happens. Okay.
Misses.
All right.
And I guess that's in my turn.
Okay, fair enough. Play passes to Bellinor the Savvy.
All right. I'm going to first stride forward. And I probably should keep going so I can use the stride to the fullest of its abilities. Probably gonna stop there. I'll go one more so I'm within range of the big one. Okay, and oh, what did I just step into? Is that his effect?
That's anything in there could be randomly targeted by spells.
I don't like that. If I'd known that, I would not have stepped into this space. I don't know if I would have known though, so I guess I'm here.
Yeah, I think meta, you probably wouldn't have. Yeah, like yeah,
You can't understand all the effects until they're happening. Okay, so from here, I'm going to put a dread ampule in my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit the small spider in front of me.
Oh dang. This spider was done with you. Or maybe it was the other one that has a pickle symbol on it.
They all should have things. They've all bit me.
Oh, they've all bit you? Okay.
Yeah, all the 3 that were over here.
Okay.
All took a bite. All right, so I'm going to hit it with the dread ampule, or try to. That's why I said try. I'm going to hero point it.
Okay.
Please. Okay. Here comes
All
damage.
right, that is going to hit. That's good damage.
Right. 13, and it's afraid. And then I'm going to follow up with an attack at map with a bottled lightning. Do I feel that if a creature was taking persistent fire damage on this bridge, that it would be a problem for the bridge?
You feel that the ropes are so well constructed that they could probably burn, but maybe not right away. The wood itself is a combination of petrified and rotted, so
yeah.
It's unlikely that would burn easily either.
Okay, just good to know. But I'm gonna start with the bottled. Bottled lightning. Here it comes. This should have -5 to it, so that's gonna miss.
Okay.
But it takes splash damage. Yep. So that'll be 4 splash damage.
Okay.
And
4 splash damage will kill it. As baby dies, afraid and electrocuted, it cries out. And now Mom, who was very focused on this corpse killer Zenny, briefly turns around to see that this gross-tasting little thing has killed one of its babies.
True, that is true. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Bragalicious is up. Mom is on top of the bridge, baby below the bridge, Ketron way down there. Stack is fighting his own battles against magic. Zetty's all the way over there. Baby don't want to go bite that stinky lady. It feels like running up and attacking Stack is the right move. Alright. So it will use its climb speed to go around and then climb on to the bridge.
Remember tap Z to change.
Well, the spider's 5 feet up, so
that's
yeah, I have to use another mod called Token Rescue, which is different, a different mod for saving tokens. Foundry got it all, baby. All right, so it's going to target Stack, I hope. All right, we'll just move Mom out of the way. All right, we're going to target Stack, and would Stack be off guard? I mean, with Mom, like, literally all around him? That kind of feels like a flank? Question mark? I'm going to say so. All right. I have a tweet from Aaron Shanks from Paizo. It says I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, all right. Here we go. Oh, that's going to miss. And then it'll try again at map. And miss. All right. And that is Baby's turn. Okay, that brings us to Mama Ogre Spider. She sees that you're messing up them babies, but she got a baby right here that need protecting, and she got this nasty little lady over there throwing stuff. She doesn't like that. So yeah, If she didn't have the cunning template, I would say she would take the bait. But because this... Yeah. Alright, Bella, it's gonna start moving towards you.
Ah.
Let's see. So Stack is gonna move away from you. And then... its best thing is biting.
Then you should try to bite me.
But you taste so bad. Hmm.
Probably has like claws, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really, doesn't really have like legs that it wants to hit things with.
Okay.
You mean those trunks? It doesn't want to hit with those?
Dr. Zoe is providing excellent ideas.
Oh yeah, what's he saying? I'm not.
Or
I'm not.
throw Bella off.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Okay.
Okay,
A
it's
reposition is still only 5 feet though, right?
Or you can just do multiple.
Yeah. That's true. That's
Gee, I
true.
should probably say.
All right. So let's see. She'll move again to here.
So crit is 10 feet, probably. Checked.
Yeah. So a crit would be enough. All right, Bella. Let's hope for a crit. Hey. All right. It's gonna do reposition on you.
With
Okay.
friends like these.
Yeah. Right. Everybody's a backseat driver for the giant spider when it's not attacking their character. All right.
Okay, just a normal success.
Okay, so you would still be pushed back 5 feet, which would send you off the bridge.
Yep.
But you can use grab a ledge if you have a hand free, which I believe you do.
Yeah, I do. Give me one second.
Grab an edge. Here you go.
Okay. I clicked on it, but it just gave me a menu.
Yeah. You're gonna make a reflex save. The DC is 15. We've been saying for the bridge
Okay.
because that sturdy rope there.
Hey.
Oh, come on. Okay, we made it.
Woof. All right, so you were just dangling from the bridge. So success. You grab the edge or handhold, stopping your fall. You still take damage from the distance you fell, which would be none. And if you have okay, great. So that's an awkward position to be in. Definitely would put you. I think it would put you off guard, right? Because you're off guard when you're climbing.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. All right. So then that is all 3 of her packs. Top of the round, Zenny.
Well, I tried to save them, but they're doing it to themselves. I'm gonna
The
free you from
bloodlust
your-
was high. The
Yeah,
fiery,
they could have just let it come over here, but
the fiery halfling.
okay. How do I get you out of this web? I'll say to Vulture. I'll just
Do not
gonna-
know if I want to be freed. At least I will be secured to the ground if this thing comes here.
no helping any of you. I'm not going on that bridge. It's falling to pieces. I can't jump that far.
It is still within my range of fire.
Okay. Enjoy being a cocoon then.
Like a compression blanket.
I don't have ranged options, and I can't get over there, so I guess I'll sip from my chalice to get some temp HP.
All right.
I'm
That's such a
overpowered like that.
vibe as like everyone is like fighting this spider being thrown off the bridge, destroying themselves with wild magic, and you're just over there like drinking, just like
Taking a sip
Delicious.
and watching the show.
yeah. Your chalice could have been a popcorn tub. You could just eat popcorn out of your popcorn tub.
Alright, I'll just look at the big thick spider and exploit vulnerability on it.
Okay.
Doesn't have a range limit. Could still do a personal vulnerability, so that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away from the edge, to be honest. So I've seen enough people throwing over the edge.
Fair. Okay, that brings us to Coquettish, who's dead. Rosie, who's dead. Vulture, to you.
Alright. One action to reload. Next action, this creature was marked as my hunt prey, so I actually have her. It's this one. Hunter's aim. So I ignore the second. One second. Wait, what?
You'd ignore concealed, but they're not concealed.
Right now, I have one of these abilities.
Oh,
that
who's
do
concealed?
that.
Sorry, I'll change it if they need to be.
No, you're good. I know that one of these abilities I thought.
Does ranging? I
no,
think so.
it's my other thing. Never mind. Alright, I mean, it's still within my first range increment of 150, so I'm just going to shoot at it with Hunter's aim, but it's going to have a +2 bonus on top of it. No.
It's early yet. It's early. Okay.
Oh, I think that
Hey.
it didn't apply the range increment because there's one tile of its token is 150 feet away and the rest are is 155. That's pretty funny.
Nice. The punishment of being too big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, which to clarify, we did find out that you can be in the underneath a big creature, and a big creature can be above small creatures, but it's 3, not 2. Like in D&D, it's 2. 14 points of damage. She don't like that. Don't like that. All right, she is bloodied.
Alright, that's all 3 of my actions.
Okay. Play passes to Ketrin down on the ground.
Okay, so I am nearly certain that on my last turn, last session, I
Mhm.
used an apple reed mutagen and it's no longer there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are you
So,
okay if I just do that for free now?
oh, absolutely. Yep, I remember
Okay.
because you got big, and I was excited because you got big automatically, and I have to make Andronicos big every single time because I am too lazy to get a macro for him.
Okay. Yay.
Go.
Okay. So now I have a +2 bonus to athletics and a 10-foot bonus to my speed. So I have 30-foot speed now. And I guess I'm just gonna spend all of my Pac-Mans to move and/or climb.
Okay. Where would you
So-
like to go? I got this lovely
Uh,
marker here. So you would start
there's
climbing,
30.
I don't know, around the squigglies right there. Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so one Pac-Man, I move up to the edge, I
Mhm.
guess, and then I will spend 2 to climb.
All right.
And it's already got the +2 on there. Woo.
Nice. Okay.
Okay,
So that's a critical success because there's lots of loose rocks and stones. So you do start
Okay.
climbing up. Critical success, maximum distance, increases by 5. So I guess
I
10
don't-
feet.
Just 10 feet.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's gonna take
Look-
15 actions.
So yeah, there's like a whole crap load of climbing, like literally just climbing feats. And if you can find some
Mhm.
way to gain like a climb speed, it's like a holy grail in this system. If you can get a climb speed. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, and then one more.
Okay.
One more.
I appreciate
see
the
if I
can-do
can-
attitude of like I'm gonna climb out and not just sitting down and having a fucking picnic. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, you crush it. You almost double critical, which isn't a thing, but you keep climbing up the side.
Okay, so I've gone 20 feet up, so now I'm 130 feet down.
All right, fair enough. Play
I'm
passes to.
prepared to catch Bella if she falls.
Will
All
Wix
right.
flailing above you.
Keeping in mind that Pathfinder is so strict about climbing that both your hands are being used right now to climb because climbing with one hand is a feat. It's crazy.
So catch Bella with her teeth.
Yeah.
It won't let me
the scene from
climb
One
up because
Piece.
it says I'm hitting a ceiling.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
bridge.
Let me. I'll add 20 height. There you go. Now you're
Okay.
negative 130. Fantastic. Stack to you.
I'd like to retch.
Oh, okay.
I am sickened.
You gonna throw up on this spider? This baby spider?
Yeah.
Wow. Throws up on a baby. That's an Uno reverse for a baby.
Ketrin is also just below the spider, so
It's just a fortitude roll, right?
fort save, yeah.
Yeah. And it's against the initial effect that made you sickened, yeah?
Generally.
Okay. So, which poison made you sickened? Was it the baby spider poison? No, it must have been the ogre spider poison. No, that
I
didn't
thought
make
it
you
was a
sickened.
wild
Oh, yeah, I know. You got it. You got it from Sack, I believe. So we'll just treat it as your DC is 20 because that's the average DC for your level.
Okay.
Yep.
I got
So
a
you
20.
reduce it to 1.
So then you were able to throw up. Congratulations.
Sick.
Oh, right, it was a hero card thing, wasn't it?
No, it was succeeded the
Oh,
cost.
succeeded the cost. I see what
Yeah.
Snack, yeah.
And then I will attack with my... Oh.
Okay. So you throwing this at the spider right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, give me some damage. Alright, the spider take a little bit of damage. It is past bloodied now.
It's number 1. 2.
Alright, that's gonna hit. For another 3 points of damage. After every fight, is it like Baldur's Gate 3 when you have a throwing build? Do you have to just walk around the battlefield vacuuming up all your guys? Yeah.
I mean, it says as long as I don't use more than half of my cards, then
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay. Alright, so the baby is pretty beat up, and it looks back at Mama, but then it looks back at you. It looks back at Mama. And you know what? I think it's going to go for it. It's going to try to flee. So it's going to go here. Stride once away from you. Then it's going to switch to climb speed. And then it will climb twice.
So I have to use its climb speed immediately because that bridge is fucked there.
Ooh, good point. So it would just be climb. Yeah, it'd be climb. Yeah, so it would... Because, like, it sounds weird, but I guess you could climb on the ground, right? If you had a climb speed, because... Yeah. Yeah, right? You know what I mean? Like, how's the floor's not really any different than a wall or a ceiling if you have a climb and you're a spider, so... Alright. So that's what Bragalicious is doing. It looks like it's trying to retreat towards this big cave. Alright. Let's see. Speaking of retreating to big cave... that is what the ogre spider spends all 3 of her... Oh, it's not her turn yet. It is Bella's turn. My bad, Bella. Bella, back to you.
No, I'm hanging from the ledge.
Stack, you hit end turn. It threw off my whole groove.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have a
That's
guard
awesome,
throw
dude.
you out of the fucking castle. Alright. Bella, you're up.
Okay, so are both of my hands on the ledge right now? Is that the implication?
Oh, at least one. At least one's
Yeah.
on the edge.
Yeah, on a success,
man,
it's just 1.
I have both enfeebled and clumsy, so trying to pull myself up would not go well. If I critically fail trying to get, I'd have to actively roll an athletics check to get back
Okay.
up on the ledge. Is that correct?
Let me see. Grab an edge. Sorry, there's so many little subsystems I haven't memorized yet. When you fall
climb
off,
up using athletics.
yeah.
But there's a greater than likely chance I'll probably fall if I critically fail.
Well, according to climb, which is what you would be doing, critical failure, you fall. Yeah.
But is it necessarily 150 feet below me? Is there maybe like little edges?
Yeah, you
right
probably bounce a few times along the rocks. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that would probably be reflective of the damage you would take. You could probably grab a ledge, though, like as you passed one of the rocks as you fell down.
I don't love it, but I guess I gotta try to get back up on the edge.
Okay.
So, give me a second to find my athletics, which is still -1.
Well,
All right.
it's probably
Okay,
not
so
a
you-
crit fail.
No, the DC is only 15, so you're just vibing.
All right. Does
Hey,
this have
hold
a
on,
map?
hold on. I got some motivation for you. There you go.
Yep.
Damn.
That's valid right now.
All right.
Does this come at map if I try it again?
Climbing is not map.
There we go.
Still fine.
Yeah. This is definitely...
That's not fine.
Hero point.
Oh, cinematically, it's just like your hand keeps slipping like more and more from like sweat. Oh God. Okay. And I'm gonna
Now
say
I'm-
on that third one that your hand does slip. And then was your other hand free?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I-
you kind of,
I-
and then you kind of like scrabble with your other hand. Now you're hanging from your other hand as you almost fell 150 feet into the jagged rocks below.
All right, that's my turn.
Wonderful. All right. Now play passes to Scared Baby and Mama, and Mama is actually gonna use 3 Pac-Mans to cast Fuck Off, and she is going to climb over and down and using what is this thing called? Eerie flexibility. She is going to stuff herself into that hole.
So she's completely out of sight now.
You could definitely shoot into the hole, if you think that she is still there. But yeah, I would say that she is concealed at least, by the webbing, the shadows, you know, that kind of thing. But if you think she is still there, you could definitely take some pot shots at her booty.
Okay.
Yeah. So, top of the round, Zenny.
Well. Is anyone like? I guess it's just Bella over there that's in danger.
Oh,
Guess I'll do a run and jump. 2 actions, so I run here and then I jump. Which is, oh my god, it's 25-foot jump. I can't do it. I can't do a DC 25. I guess I'm just walk here and then I spend an action climbing along the rope. Oh, never mind. First, I put away 1 item. Next turn, I'll put away the next. End my turn.
All right,
I
sounds
stow
good.
my chalice.
Vulture, to you.
Okay. Action. Reload. This time, I think I posted it earlier. Hunter's aim. I ignore prey's concealment. So any lesser cover it has. I don't know if this would be greater than that, but
Yeah, that's concealed, not hidden. Oh, but undetected in this case, maybe. Who knows?
it would apply in this situation, right? Because we said it was concealed as it was trying to run away.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't have any penalty.
Beautiful.
Then I'm gonna take a shot.
Yeah, you are you are confident her sweet Tookus is blocking the entrance as she's squeezing into the cavern. So for that, I could just reveal her token again. And you could just target it normally because of your hunter's aim.
Oh yeah, it's still locked on.
Oh, nice.
I mean, this is only the first thing of the session. I'll see what happens. All right, take a shot.
Yeah, you shoot her in the butthole. Or the spinneret, excuse me. Trying to be more accurate. All right.
10 damage.
She takes the damage, lets out a scree of pain.
That's it for me.
All right. Katrin. That hole that she's escaping into is pretty high up. But if you're interested in climbing in that direction to solo her and drag her body back out, and throw before your companions, you can start kind of sideways climbing this way.
I'm worried about Bella.
Okay,
so
fair.
I'm just going to climb 3 times.
Okay.
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Okay. All right,
So
for a
that's
total of
25 feet.
Yeah, 25 feet of climbing.
Cool.
you're almost to 100 feet down.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're great. Play passes to stack.
You'll probably still get up here before I do.
The important thing is no one's dying of poison right now. And I think that means we've come a long way. Yeah.
Progress.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess I should try to get out of being immobilized.
I mean, if that's what you're into, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You got
Right.
immobilized by one of the babies or one of the. I don't even remember who you got
I
immobilized
don't
by.
remember.
We'll say the baby. It's a DC 17 escape.
Alright.
All right, yeah. You tear free of the webbing.
And I will try to get off this bridge. Why can't I drag my character token? Oh, the refresh. It's like stuck on pause for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm just gonna refresh.
Okay.
You can just usually if the GM toggles pause on and off.
Oh,
it fixes it.
yeah, I can do that too. But if you already hit refresh, we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's loading.
So while it's loading, this is when a normal stream type thing would do an ad. But I saw Percy Jackson the musical last night at the local high school. Having never watched the movie or read the book, it was an experience. So I have a vague sense of what was going on. Vague sense. So now I've decided to go on a 3-year-long DMing journey of running Odyssey of Dragonlords one more time, but in modern day America.
Odyssey of the Dragon Lord's Isekai?
No, just contemporary.
Isekai,
just contemporary fantasy. Just contemporary fantasy.
I'm done after that. After I move off
Okay.
the bridge.
Fair enough.
It's in a weird way. My DM used Joe Biden as the Acastus token.
That's says a lot about
That's a
your DM.
choice.
Yeah.
All right, Bella, you're up.
There's a reason I didn't finish that campaign.
Or Bella, are you down, or do you just hang there, or do you delay your turn?
Cannot I drink a potion while I'm hanging here?
If you have a hand free, I believe. Yeah.
I always have a hand free.
Yeah.
I never
So yeah,
carry
pop
anything.
the top. You know what I'm saying? Little
All right,
flip top.
one action, I grab a potion. Second
Okay.
action, I grab a contagion metabolizer because
Okay.
this -2 to my strength checks is making this impossible.
All right.
So that and then
Real
use it.
quick, cinematically, this feels like a good character defining moment. How do you one hand drink a potion? Like, what's your vibe on that?
She's definitely like she pulls it from her bandolier, pulls the cork out with her teeth, and then
Ah,
houses it.
nice. Okay,
Action
cork with the
movie
teeth.
style.
All right, classic,
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
All right.
Did it use the thing? It says it's using it. Oh, there's the click. This one.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know that that's gonna work. I don't think it is.
You're trying to counteract the.
The spider venom, whatever it is. I'm enfeebled and clumsy from it.
Oh, was that from the big girl? Enfeebled and clumsy.
Still poisoned?
Yes.
No. Yeah, enfeebled and clumsy is from the big one. It's a DC 25.
No, nowhere close. Okay.
Okay.
I have one more Pac-Man's, I guess.
Wait, if you're not poisoned anymore, you
Yeah,
shouldn't
that
have those
should've
effects
gone.
anymore.
Why
right?
would I not? Would it go away at the end of my last turn? It's only
It
like
would go
a
away with the disease, with the poison.
Huh?
Yeah. All right. We got rid of it now. That's fine. You can refund yourself the metabolizer.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then in that case, I'm just gonna roll 3 athletics checks.
Okay.
Well,
Hey. No.
that was fast.
Oh, that's gonna actually make me fall.
Yes.
that
Okay.
first one.
So you're gonna
Um,
fall, or you're gonna re-roll it?
No, I'm gonna fall.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. Okay.
I
A
only have
choice.
one. Well, hold on. Like, how far am I falling? I'm looking at this ledge right below me, which looks like it's like 5 feet down.
Well,
I
this
know
is like a forced perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like a forced
I see.
perspective.
I'm
Yeah.
going 150 feet.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? It's 150 feet. So I'm gonna roll a D. We'll say to get to 15, we'll do. Let's see. We'll do 4d4. And that'll be how far you fall before you can try to grab the ledge again.
Okay.
All right. So times 10, obviously. So you fall 70 feet before you find a ledge that you could grab onto or slam
I think
against.
that could be very bad for me. All right.
All right. So you are going to take the fall damage regardless.
Just
So that's
add-
35.
Yeah.
It's 35.
So
Oh, grab an edge can reduce it, right?
Yeah, if you do a really good job.
I really
I
need
don't know what
that.
that was.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm-
grabbing an
I'm
edge,
not-
critical success. You treat it as though it were 30 feet shorter. Success, you treat it as if it was 20 feet shorter. So you succeeded. All right, so you grab the
20 feet
ledge.
shorter.
Yeah, you grab the ledge, so you shorten the 70-foot fall to 50 feet and take
Oh my God.
25 points of fall damage.
I just barely survived that. I have 4 health.
Incredible.
Ah!
Okay,
Good news, you're closer to catching.
and now you have another. Do you have 2 more Pac-Mans, right?
No, I don't go anywhere.
Okay, you're done? Okay, turns over. Alright, Bragalicious is up. It's gonna finish running away. It'll actually delay till Mom gets her fat ass out of the door. And then Mom will get her fat ass out of the door. And then Baby will go in the hole. And they would like to end the encounter. The little white flag pops out of the cave. Yay, nay?
I consent to these terms.
Anyone not consent to ending combat?
I still
Can
have
end
this
it
hunt.
for
I
now.
still have this hunt prey on Mama. I can track
uh-huh.
her down if needed, so we can end for now.
Okay. I mean, she went in that hole. Like, I'm not a trained tracker either, but I'm pretty sure I know where she is. All right.
I'm just saying, in case that hole becomes a cave work tunnel or something like that.
Oh,
But-
you know it does. You know it does.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll go ahead and end it, and we'll put on some nice desert music. Just chilling in the desert. Bella, I'm sure if you wait there, Ketrin, who I don't think can honestly fail any of these climb checks, could make their way to you and get you. Is that
Okay.
I will collect her under my arm,
okay?
and then I will continue climbing.
I have to ask, does everyone consent to me hand waving Ketrin climbing out of the canyon with Bella?
If it also involves hand waving us getting past these holes in the bridges.
Deal.
Okay.
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 Well, we have enough opportunities to roll dice. You know, I got to see somebody fall into the cavern. It was pretty cool. We can move on now.
Twice.
Yeah. So let's see. Put on some desert music.
And what was the DC for getting out of the webs?
17.
Because the spider was 5 feet up, the blood is still 5 feet up.
Oh, nice.
I am going to treat wounds on Bella and Stack.
Can I get some risky surgery?
I don't know that you want that.
Oh wait, that's right. I have 4 health. You could kill me.
Yes.
It's fine, I'll...
There you go. Stack and Bella gets 24, and then
Thank you.
we're gonna wait. That took 10 minutes. Then we're gonna wait 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna do it again on myself and Bella. So this will take 30 minutes. We're just resting.
Okay. While you are spending 30 minutes resting, you notice that Roxy is snuffling the ground a lot. And she kind of raises her snoot and scents the air and the wind. And she looks this way and she says, Roxy! And she looks back at all of you and says, Roxy!
What's over there? Roxy?
Oh, do you speak Draconic?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes everything. She looks over there and she says, Roxy!
There's a lot of different types of locks around here, to be fair. I understand.
No, Roxy hasn't been this rambunctious in a minute.
Oh, rambunctious, right, yeah, accent. What's wrong, little fella?
Let's see. You could do give me a perception, I guess. Roxy will do a performance to convey what is going on here.
Oh.
We'll see how
Is
it
that
shakes out.
The tumbleweed under Roxy's art, I thought was like a throat sack, like a toad.
Oh no,
the longest.
yeah. They're prairie dragons. They actually travel long distances with tumbleweeds. Like they roll around them, and then they use them
think
as
it's
like
a
shot.
tumbleweed,
Like
but it's just a
they use
mobile
it as yeah, it's like shock absorbers. You know what I'm saying? As she's rolling around. All right, you're not 100% sure what she's pantomiming because she's just really bad at charades. But yes, she has not been this rambunctious in a while. There's definitely something that she has scented or sensed on the from that direction. And she is not afraid. She is interested.
Alright, let's go, Roxy. Lead the way.
Okay, so we start a side quest with you and Roxy. All right, she heads off map.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Zenny going like going deep into the immersion. Literally walked off the map. So the rest of you, do you follow after you're healing up?
If we can't, after
Yeah.
as long as we're healed.
Okay. All right. Then I will hero stack y'all. Take you over to the next map. Right.
Yeah, what if she sees a bigger dragon?
All right. After about probably about 10 minutes or so of travel, the ground and the terrain seem to change as massive pillars of stone are just sort of erupted from the earth. These are the hoodoos that were previously described. Just, as one of the features of the desert. Anytime you see like a cool picture of a desert, they're almost always talking about, like you see these hoodoos. But let me get an artwork to show you. It used to be you could just reference something from like World of Warcraft, and everybody would be like, "Ah, yeah, of course, we all play World of Warcraft." But things are different. Here we go. So just weird, kind of lumpy pillars of sandstone and rock that have just sort of amassed and accumulated, but wind currents have sort of carved out intricate sort of labyrinthian canyons in between them. They're very cool. Very cool. So you come to one such labyrinthian canyon where hoodoos of sizes from 5 feet across to 30 feet across to 100 feet across just lie before you, creating a maze of stony passages. And I will take you guys over to that map. The Hoodoo Fields. Okay. So off in the distance, you think maybe on the wind you can hear a ruckus, but I will throw up this to get everybody's exploration actions. Can everyone see on this map is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. All right, recall knowledge. So Bella, with that check, you definitely know that an area like this would be the perfect lair for any kind of creature that relies on tremor sense or a burrow speed or earth glide. The Mana Waste, of course, because of the magical wars that took place, Nex would summon hell amounts of elementals and things like that. So there are mutated elementals that can be found in the Mana Waste. You met a Zorn earlier, which was not mutated to the best of your knowledge. So something to think about. All right, defending, searching. Give me that perception, that check, seek action. I think they call it. Vulture, give me that. The one that
Stealth.
the hidey one. Yeah. And then Stack, also give me a recall knowledge. Okay.
Secretly.
See, yeah, it's gonna be secret, Vulture.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
don't know why it's...
Stack, building off of Bella's recall knowledge, you feel that this would be a pretty good place to rest because, especially during bad weather, because of all the windbreakers that these pillars would provide, and it would be very easy to fasten a tarp across like two neighboring pillars to kind of protect you from the heat of the day. And just overall, you definitely think that this would be a place where things would live. Things would live, despite the lack of water and vegetation.
Where are we in our day? Do we have to start thinking
Also,
about... Yep.
no one knows where Vulture is. Is just gone. That's how good their stealth check is.
I actually don't know where anyone is. I can only see myself.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See you.
I see the group.
That's why I was wondering
I
if
don't
everybody
see
could
Catherine.
see, because it says, oh, you're 105 feet below the ground. That's why I
Oh,
can't see.
okay.
there
There
you
we go. Now I can see everyone.
That's amazing.
Burrowing.
That's the kind of shit that you only get from playing VTT. Do you know what I'm saying? like IRL game, your miniature would not be 105 feet below ground. Awesome. All right. Zenny, you think you hear some rowdiness coming from this way. That would be because all the maps are upside down. Southeast. Yeah.
Fine, Roxy. Let's check it out.
Okay. Roxy. You and Roxy go rushing off.
Oh, you're gonna go right into it. Okay.
Petron is jogging
Roxy!
behind.
You
Like,
could go
what?
around each side and
Oh,
All right.
really going for
Roxy skids to a halt and shouts, Roxy! And is
Oh
going to roll
my
into
gosh.
initiative.
Wait,
dear.
what?
I mean, that's what happens when you run off.
She
I don't
throws
even
her.
see
She
anything.
throws her B team badge on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
she promoted herself.
I mean, when you say it like that, yeah, no, she definitely throws her thing on the ground and she rolls into initiative. She's got business that has to be taken care of. Hold on, let me grab that.
Only we
business
had
real
another
quick.
dragon to give us context.
You do the animal side quest in an Arian game, but you didn't take anyone with speak with them.
Yeah, there's a reason they make that one of the first like cheats that you can get is to talk to all animals.
Why is this squirrel riding a skeleton cat? And why are they so intent about acorns?
Yeah. I love that in Baldur's Gate you're basically just tripping over potions of animal speaking.
Let's see.
I'm
Here we
afraid that
go.
Roxy's gonna call down like an actual dragon and like has beef with it for some reason, and then
We're gonna have to decipher based on body language what's going on.
yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone see what she went into initiative with?
Yep.
The initiative. I can't see. Her token is by herself.
All right, gonna grab everybody. Gonna start a combat. We're gonna go grab some music.
Oh, there's
Okay.
a lot of Roxy's in here.
Saying like, oh my gosh, they're so cute.
The fuck is that thing? Oh, is that the other?
Listen to me right now. I want to clip you saying that so that we can put it on the soundboard for all the Pathfinder games that we're going to be playing. Because I feel that every time any monster in Pathfinder shows up. It's like,
Either that or they're like the most horrific thing you've ever seen, even at like level 1. Sometimes both.
That's how I felt when I was doing the Netrunner and Cyberpunk. The constant stream of what is that?
Yeah. I love playing a new MMO and not reading anything about it, because you also get that kind of feel as you're like exploring. Like you see all this new stuff and you're just like, alright. Stack, you are up first. And I'm going to clear chat real quick for performance.
I would like to delay till after Roxy. Hey Roxy, is anything going on?
She shouts back, Roxy! And apparently she sees something and she's going to fight it.
Oh, okay. Actually, instead of delaying, I'd like to see if I could do like a perception check just to like, see if I'm missing anything that she sees. That's possible.
Yeah, sure. That was so. If you're gonna seek, you can't delay. Is the thing.
Yeah. Do that instead of delaying.
All right. So give me a seek action.
Seek.
Oh yeah. So you hear on the other side of this hoodoo, something shout, Rocco, and you hear somebody else shout, Pebble! And apparently there's some other Roxy creatures on the other side, and they sound scared.
Oh, looks like there's Roxy's family's out here, guys, and they're in trouble. And I shout to the rest of the group. I'll use one move action. Let's get over here. Oh man, what is that? This is a big thing over here.
Use your words.
It's a rock golem.
Okay.
The
Big
thing
rock
that I
golem?
described earlier, the mutated earth elemental.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
Well, now we know
attacking a
what's
bunch
going on.
of tiny Roxies.
All right, we know what's happening.
All right.
Knowledge is power.
And then, try to get its attention, I'm gonna throw one card at it.
Okay, yeah, that is gonna hit from that great distance. All right, damage. Okay, so as you attack the creature, it does take the damage from the attack, and it looks ? In your direction.
All right, big guy. Oh, over here. And oh, sorry, I hit the intern button.
No worries. It rumbles something out in a because everything fucking talks, but it's in a language I don't think any of you speak. Anyone speak Hetron? Yeah,
Imagine she does.
I just speak Goblin and Common and Dwarvish.
Okay, no
Sorry.
worries. There's
I
like
speak
400
Eggman.
languages, so no problem. All right, then play passes to whatever that thing is. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, that's dope. Okay. Stack. Everybody wants to die a hero. It disappears beneath the earth. And then you feel the earth beneath your feet begin to shake, and it bursts from the earth next to you.
Oh shit.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. It gained. Oh. Okay.
Cool looking earth
Neat.
elemental.
All right. So it is going to use. What is this? Okay. Yeah. It is going to use its fist on you. Boop. Here we go. So it winds up and it drops that fist. Bam! Hitting for 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
And then it is going to use Powerful blow. The creature can attempt an athletics check to trip the creature it hit. Okay, so the multiple attack penalty does not apply to this trip attempt, but does count as an attack towards increasing their multiple attack penalty. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. It's not very good at tripping, which is kind of interesting. So let's see if it happens. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. No, it's actually pretty good tripping, yeah. So you fall prone and take more bludgeoning damage. 6.
Alright.
And that is its 3 Pac-Mans. Alright, play will pass to Ketrin.
Okay. So, like, my whole life it's dedicated to protecting you guys, and I'm supposed to be out in front guarding everyone, and somehow I end up in the back every single time. Every single time.
Weird.
Okay.
Weird how that happens.
This particular instance, I think cinematically it makes sense. The other times, yeah, they should probably be letting you go up front as the tank, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run forward. Excuse me, Zenny. Oh, there it is. And then I'm gonna run forward again.
Sounds good. Okay.
And then I'm still 5 feet away from it. Damn it. Do I want to shoot it?
Dang, you bigger than it is.
I know. I'm just a very, very tall dwarf.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna just run up on it. That's all I can do. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So third Pac-Man, you run up on it. If you only have to clear 5 feet, unless you're trying to see if it has an opportunity attack, stepping is always good. But as a tank, you may want to see if it has a opportunity attack to kind of protect the others.
Yeah.
All right. As you stride up to it, it does not make any reaction attack against you.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. That brings us to Vulture.
Screw it. I'll just try it twice. But you get okay. I can see it now. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot it.
I think it's gonna hit. All right, 9 points of damage. It does not seem to resist any of it.
All right, that's it.
Okay, play passes to Provincial. Okay. Alright, Provincial sees that the monster is gone. Oh, not Provincial, Pebble sees that the monster is gone. Looks around and I think is gonna burrow under the dirt. Kind of try to peek on what's going on here. Okay. Play passes to Roxy. Roxy, B team badge thrown aside, is going to. What is she going to do? Yeah, she's gonna stride to here. As she does, Stack at Ketron, you see this heartwarming scene of Rocco say, Rocco! And then Roxy says, Roxy! And they can't hug because the action economy is so strict, but they definitely look like they might have hugged each other if they could. She's going to turn and take aim at this creature, and then she is going to fire off her breath weapon. Dirt Breath. Which, when you guys were low level, was a big deal. So this creature has to make a dex save. Alright, so it succeeds. It's going to take half the bludgeoning damage. Stack, she shoots it to the far side of him so that you actually don't take the damage this time. We call that character growth. Yeah. Alright, it takes a little bit of damage from the exploding rocks, and plants can now fertilize themselves with that throw up. And that is her 3 Pac-Mans. Alright, play passes to Cobalt. And Cobalt shouts, Cobalt! And, you know, there's more Roxy, Rocco. You guys have seen fucking Pokemon. So Cobalt is going to move up, burrowing beneath the stones and bursting from the earth. It sees the targets there. Roxy says, Roxy! And then Cobalt is going to barf his breath weapon, which I'm not going to put in the chat because I already have it there. So, the creature is going to roll. Oh, shit. The rocks just sort of like get absorbed by the creature or bounced off the creature. It does nothing. And Cobalt says, Cobalt! Zenny, to you.
Now we gotta find out if this thing has weaknesses, so...
Do the thing.
Ah.
You did the thing. And we got the mod,
no
right? So it just tells you,
yeah,
right?
it just says
Okay.
no weaknesses. So, personal antithesis. This thing hates something that dissolves acid. I put acid on my whip,
Okay.
and then I stride. Then I stride again. To make sure that the various prairie daggers are safe.
Nice.
End my turn.
Okay, beautiful. All right, that brings us to this prairie dragon right here, whose name is Roly. If you're keeping track, and Roly says Roly, and then Roxy says Roxy, and Roly timidly rolls up behind Zenny and fires her breath weapon. And then again, this creature will try to make a reflex save.
That area is gonna be so fertile for the plants.
Yeah, the biggest cactus in the whole world is gonna. Dewey Daystar's gonna come back to life. It's gonna be so fertile. So it's gonna take half damage. All right. And then Bella, to you.
Oh, Bella, you're muted if.
I'm muted. I strided, as you probably saw, and then I'm going to recall knowledge on it. 1 second.
Yeah, you are unable to come up with anything with that roll.
Okay. I'm going to put a bottled lightning into my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw it at it.
All right. Ooh, I want to try something. No, never mind. Keep going. I thought I could add it as an extemporary effect, that you had scanned it, and then we'd have like a way to track it. Okay. Bottled lightning is gonna miss by quite a margin.
Okay, well then it takes 4 splash damage if it takes
Oh.
lightning.
Yeah, it takes lightning, baby. Give me that lightning
And-
damage.
It's only 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
It's just the
Can
splash.
you hit the damage button for me?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. I was just curious if it does anything special.
Not on a miss.
No, for the monster. Okay, so this creature has something called glass armor. When it takes fire or lightning damage, its outer layer of sand fuses into sheets of hardened glass for 1 minute, increasing its AC and granting it resistances.
Great.
Man, I really wish that recall knowledge would come out on the first, on that previous action. Alright. That's my turn.
Alright. So now it has some weaknesses and resistance. So I should probably hide that so you can feel good when you find them out. Alright. And there's just a little button, y'all, that you click called Glass Armor, and it updates the entire monster sheet to have all the things that it just said. I'm just weeping openly. It's incredible. Okay. Anything else from Bella?
Nope, that's my turn.
Alright. That brings us to Rocco. Alright. Rocco says, Rocco! And he's gonna burrow under the ground, and he's gonna burst out over here, and he's gonna use his breath weapon, targeting over here so that it doesn't hit these people that I guess Roxy said don't hit those people with your breath weapons. They don't like it. All right.
You can convey a lot of information in a Roxy.
If you speak Draconic, you can. All right. Yet again, the rocks as they hit the creature, it's like a little kid threw a mud ball. It does nothing. You're confident that these creatures would have died if you had not shown up. All right, Stack, you're up.
All right, I'll use 1 Pac-Man to stand.
Okay.
How tall are these
Hold on.
things?
I get you up. You just I used flip on you.
Oh.
There you go.
okay.
Oh, now you kind of looking up at the sky. All right, there you go. How tall are these things? Great question. The hoodoos in this canyon, they average about 40 feet in height.
40 feet.
Yeah.
Can't climb.
Almost universally, like the wind that blows through this part of the desert just kind of like sculpts the tops flat.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move behind Ketrin.
Yeah.
And got up a lot of 1-action stuff. Gotta throw a card at it. No magic involved. It's okay. I missed.
All right. Anything else from Stack? That's 3, right?
Yeah, that's 3.
All right. Make sure you toggle off your prone status. All right. Play passes to the mysterious creature. Stack has moved away, and there's a rival giant. It's down. It's down to fight a rival giant. That's cool. It considers itself a giant because it picks on small creatures. You know how it is. All right. Especially now that it's armored up. I'd like to say that it has a lot of other really cool abilities, but you've seen them all now. All right. It's smashing time. Katrin, here we go. Hit smash.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, smash
Okay.
hard. All right. This creature, when it critically hits with its fist, the target is blinded for 1 round as
Ow.
sand explodes everywhere. It's called blinding sand. Here's the
Okay.
critical damage.
I thought we saw all his features.
Well, I didn't. I mean, now you have, I guess.
He was waiting to
Ow.
use that on me. That's why.
Okay.
50. Yeah, I mean, we have an arrangement. We have an arrangement.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no,
it's
we
not
know.
an it's. Some people think that my games are an S&M club, you know, and other people are just here to play tabletop. So it's, you know, it's try to cover all the bases. Ketrin, that's a huge hit. 50 points of damage.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it lets out a triumphant kind of roar sound, which just sounds like stones grinding and the earth shaking. And then it brings its hand back around for another smack. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This one's gonna be at map.
Oh, thank God.
All right. That one is gonna miss, and then it is going to. It's gonna see if you've got a reactor strike. It is gonna burrow beneath the earth. And you feel
No, it
it.
doesn't. I keep it in place.
Oh shit! You have a reactor strike? Nice.
Against my target, I do. Against my personal antithesis.
All right.
So I
So
say, oh no, you don't, and I'll whip it.
okay, that's
Because
a
on
critical
crit,
hit.
It disrupts. Instead of not like a fighter, they only disrupt manipulate. I can manipulate.
Sorry,
I can
you're
stop
getting really quiet as you explain it. What's going on?
Oh, sorry. I can interrupt move, concentrate, manipulate, and well, movements as well as move, I guess. But yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I can hold it in place.
Oh, okay. So is it grabbed?
No, it just disrupts the action. Its action is lost and it doesn't move.
Oh, okay. And it takes 26 points of damage. Oh, damn. Okay.
It's the implement interruption. You can click it there. So I guess I can make that better by just clicking that instead.
Okay. The target of your exploit vulnerability. You're holding your weapon. Blah blah blah. The weapon senses a movement of weakness and glides your hand. Okay, that's awesome. All right. So it also calculated your causing weakness and then it gaining resistance. So it's all actually coming out correct this week. That's good. All right. Ketrin, to you.
Okay, so first, I'm going to use my once a day battle medicine on somebody who's immune to treat wounds on myself.
Nice.
Okay, so that's something.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then
you move your spleen back into the right position, healing yourself 22 points of damage.
And then I am going to bonk it. No, wrong button. This button. Let's see. Actions. Strike. Roll. There we go. Oh, but I missed it because I'm blind.
Oh, right, because sand in the eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I will raise my shield.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Vulture, to you.
Going to. Oh, that was a little too far. There we go.
And I assume I'm blind until its turn.
No, end of your turn, it said.
Okay,
So
then I will remove it.
Yep.
Running reload to reload. Mark it as my prey.
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry. It says 1 round. So I guess round would be when it caused it to. Yep. So sorry about that.
A lot.
All right. That's going to hit. Okay. Pieces of stone kind of blast off the side of the creature, but not too many because of the resistance that it has gained.
That's it. All 3 actions.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Play passes to Pebble. Pebble is going to peek out of the sand. Pebble! And then it's going to see that the fight's still going on. And it's going to peek back. It's going to go back beneath the sand. 3 Pac-Mans. All right. Roxy makes a horrible sound in her throat as she tries to get her breath weapon back up online, but the heads-up display says it's going to be two rounds. So she looks at the creature beating up Ketrin, and then there's this like whole Pokemon emotional episode where there's like a montage of every nice thing that Ketrin's ever done for Roxy. Ketrin, for a hero point, can you give me 3 nice things that Ketrin has done for Roxy?
So, well, at least once, Ketrin did put a Band-Aid on her forehead when she bonked her head on something.
Nice.
And then she also read Roxy a bedtime story once. She may not have understood it. It depends on whether discretion was around to translate or not. Otherwise, it was just nice soothing noises. And then once Roxy stopped our little other friend, whose name I forgot, Joniah, stopped Joniah from bullying Roxy. He was playing keep away with a ball, and she made Joniah give her the ball.
That was probably saved his life, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
so if he,
Yeah.
if he ever has to do a cutscene, like he'll know what to do. It's beautiful. All right, take a hero point and a hero card draw if you are interested in such things. Roxy sees the catcher's in danger and is going to bust out. It's just going to burn all her cooldowns. So she is going to use, let's see, Speed Surge to burrow twice for one Pac-Man, bursting from the earth behind the creature. Then she's going to bust out Draconic Fury. No, sorry, Draconic Frenzy. Fury sounds, I think, would probably even worse. Makes 1 jaw strike and 2 wing strikes. Sadly, they do accumulate map. So here we go. Here's a homebrew question. I think that these guys are flanking. I'm wondering if the game is going to consider it flanking, right?
Yeah, they're flanking.
Yeah. We ran into some weird stuff with larger creatures and flanking in Abomination Vault, so I'm curious if it happens here. But we kind of ruled that, like, even if the game didn't do it, if like parts of the monster were there, like in the right spot, it would count as flanking. I don't know. All right, here we go. Jaw attack.
Damn,
Oh shit! Damn, dice tell a story.
Whoa.
All right, 26 points of damage. As some of that glass armor just shatters under her mighty bite, and the creature is bloodied, and you see sand begin to leak like blood, just gushing from the shattered glass armor. And then she's going to follow up with a wing strike. And another wing strike. Yeah, you know what? It's not saying that they have a flank. That's weird. In the chat says plus 11, and then multiple attack penalty, template -2. Yeah, that's weird, right?
Weird.
Okay, so that means the second attack would have hit because she missed by 1. So, all right, so 10 more damage. And then she looks at you, Catcher, and she says, "Roxy!" But then the creature turns to face Roxy. All right, Cobalt, seeing the bravery of Roxy, is gonna run in and do the same thing. Here we go. So a jaw attack, and then wing, and wing. Cobalt got a critical hit also. This is incredible.
All
right.
Party of fairy dragons. Fairy drakes.
All right, 22 points of damage. Okay. Play passes to Zenny.
Right. Well, I think this thing needs to be on the ground as it's looking to attack Roxy, and I can accept that. So with my whip, I will trip.
Nice.
Oh, but well, that's terrible.
I like to think that the whip was still kind of tangled around it, and you just kind of pull the whip back, like expecting it to sort of Beyblade to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, that was a poor roll, but with MAP it wouldn't be much better. So I will just Do a strike, maybe. Oh, I know what to do.
Hmm?
Let's scoot around. I get to Roxy. I'll tumble through it. How about
Okay,
that?
tumble through.
So I'm totally still playing. Oh, that uses acrobatics. I don't have acrobatics. Okay. Oh god. Aha! I just about got to Roxy, and I will
Alright.
give Roxy a sip of a chalice.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, she just opens her mouth like a fucking Pac-Man, and you just like pour it in there.
Yeah, it's 4
Okay.
temp HP.
All right. So through the gargle of drinking from the chalice, she's like, Roxy. And how much temp HP did she get?
4.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Roxy to be one shot by a crit.
All right.
And
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Let's see. As your turn ends, Rolly is up. Rolly, I don't know if Rolly's feeling it, but seeing as everybody's attacking, it's gonna step tentatively forward, and it's going to attack with its jaws. All right, and then missing, it's gonna step back. All right, Bella, it's you.
All right. I'm gonna attempt another recall knowledge.
Okay. This is your second attempt. Ooh.
And
okay.
while I would never ask for,
It is successful. Wait, were you gonna ask for something?
I was gonna point out in the last one that I probably should have gotten some amount of information because of the combination of my lore skills, which do give me knowledge on a failure, even if I critically fail.
Oh, you get
Critical fail
information about
becomes-
your areas of expertise when you recall using any lore. Oh, okay, and then the lore is mana waste. Is that what you were
Yeah.
hoping for? Okay.
Basically, yeah.
I feel like you would have known enough already from that you wouldn't have learned anything new.
Okay.
Mana waste wise, but this is going off of your Arcana, so you do actually know some of this.
Okay.
Shifting back and forth between a detailed likeness of a human and a muted and featureless bipedal form, this creature of pure sand moves with an eerie grace. The Sand Sentry is often called upon by spellcasters to stand guard over an area of great importance. These elementals are patient participants in such roles, making them well suited for long service. You may ask one mechanical question about the creature.
What's its AC?
Currently, it is 26. Normally these creatures have would have a 26, and then it went up by 2 when it gained its glass armor. But this particular one is kind of a butthole, so it has the brutish template, which increases its HP and its fortitude saves, but also lowers its armor class. So yeah, it currently has a 26 AC.
All right. Well, in that case, have some Dread Ampulum. Let's see if this works. Okay. Damage? Does it take psychic damage? Or mental damage?
Yeah.
And now it is a feared, if it can be a feared.
It can be a feared.
Okay. That's my last Dread Ampule. It took the lightning damage when I hit it, right? Even though it caused the shell?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well then I still have one more action, so I guess I'll follow up with Map. And I still have some lightning bottles, so I'll put one of those in my hand. Wait, I'm not gonna be able to hit this thing at Map. It's a 26 AC. I'm gonna draw a health potion into my hand with my last action.
Sounds good. All right, Rocco is up. Rocco is going to run forward. Oh, hey, look. If you actually use their breath weapon off their sheet, it does the tracking now.
Yeah.
When did they add that? I mean, that hasn't always been there, right? That's got to be somewhat new.
I don't know. I've been able to do it like by extempore, but I haven't noticed it from that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's gonna move up, and sure, it'll Draconic Frenzy as well. So here we go. It's gonna do Jaws, Wing, and Wing. All right, so it looks like one hit with the jaws. Here we go. All right, for a little bit of damage. All right, top of the round. Stack the deck.
All right. I want to ask about the spell scroll I have in my possession from that one magical surge.
Yeah,
So
it would still be there because it's lasts for 1 hour.
Okay, I'll just use that before I lose it.
Yeah, it's only been about 40 minutes, give or take.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I will spell strike this guy with my throwing knife. So here's your flat d20 roll. Maybe I'll back up a bit first. And here's your flat d20 roll. Did I win?
You did not cause a wild surge.
X. All right. Here's my shocking grasp. Well, actually, here's a spell attack. Here's an attack roll now. I will hero point it.
Hmm.
No. Okay. I guess that turns over. Oh, I guess I could. That's since I moved into the spell strike.
Oh, okay, so that is your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Play then passes to this creature. I guess it's a sand sentry. It is going to yeah, all these little dragons causing so much problems, but these dragons weren't causing problems till this one showed up. So it's gonna target this one. And it's going to raise its fist and bring them down. At this point, Ketrin, you would be able to see. So the sand clears from your eyes right as it critically smashes its fist down into Roxy for 44 points of damage.
Okay, so I mean, it may not matter, but I'm gonna use my champion's reaction on it
Oh,
to
hell
give
yeah.
her some resistance.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Also potentially preventing another attack.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I am no longer blinded.
That's okay, so we'll ignore that hidden part, and then enemy within. So give me that. What's the resistance? How much?
2 plus my level, so that would be 7. 7
Okay.
resistance.
Nice, nice.
And,
then he's blinded though.
And then I will bonk it.
Right.
Oh, very nice,
Oh,
very
yeah.
nice. Okay.
What?
All
Oh, that was
right.
regular damage, not critical damage.
All right, hit
Excuse
that
me. Let me do this
critical
again.
button. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
I rolled the same dice. So that was helpful.
All right, it's gonna take that full 20 points of damage. Oh my God.
It's on its last leg.
legs. I'm sorry.
Mhm. No, it's okay.
We had a
Surround sound. No, Dom actually jumps in the chat every time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not a soundboard. All right. Dang. So like the creature, like you hit it like real hard, and it turns around. It can't believe that you would have the audacity to do that, and it is going to try to map attack you. Catch. Here we go.
Okay.
And it misses. And then finally, because it knows that it can't escape, this mean whip lady is right here. It is just gonna go for the Hail Mary map. And miss. Well done. Well managed. All right, Ketrin, to you.
Well, clearly it worked so well last time. I'm going to bonk it again.
All right.
Oh, just a regular
That is
hit.
that is gonna hit.
Okay, but maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough.
It is definitely enough. How do you destroy this creature?
Because I am so tall, I jump up and I just pile drive my shield into it. Like
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. As you do, all of the glass armor just shatters. And then the sand that was collecting stones and trying to look like a cool, like rock giant, it just loses all of its animation and just turns into a pile of sand and stones on the ground. Adorably, the sand causes all of the prairie dragons to roll around like pugs or turtles that have been knocked on their backs. Well done. I think with that, no one's dying, no one's poisoned. That would be the end of the fight.
Nice.
Well done, guys. Mm.
Now we get to watch the Squirrel Squad talk.
True. Let's see.
While they're talking, me and Stack are gonna have a treat wound session.
Yeah, something I got a boo-boo.
I'll just give Roxy a drink from a chalice again, but this time it'll heal instead.
Okay.
Yeah, does this button work?
Oh, well,
Yes.
thank you.
All right. So immediately everyone begins to rush about with the healing and all that. And as you guys are doing that, Roxy runs up to the others, and they all run to her. Pebble bursts from the ground right beneath Zenny's feet, and they just form like a big cuddle pile. Because even neutral evil creatures like a good cuddle pile once in a while. And then they lift Roxy up, and they begin to chant, "Roxy! Roxy!" And her eyes look in two different directions at once, as she is filled with joy and elation.
No.
I love that idea that she has like pug sight during like downtime, but when she gets angry, they just come into focus.
Yeah, the eyes roll in two different directions, but then settle on the same target. It's like the equivalent of like turning your cap sideways. You know what I mean? Like she's ready now. She's ready now. Okay.
You want?
Oh, I think Ann Gregerson might have something for you guys if you wanted to look at the sand that's left over.
Yes.
Let's see. Elemental Earth. There we go. Oh, okay, that's fun.
Earth elementals were good pickings in 5e from her.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so somebody has the means to harvest this thing, right? And are you willing to put in an hour to do so, given that it's a big creature?
I think we can afford it. We're in like a good resting spot.
Yeah, we put a tarp over the thing.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so it's now 5 o'clock in the evening. Oh, actually, it'd be probably about 6 after the healing and then the 40 minutes from before. So 6 in the evening. And honestly, this could be a good place to set up camp if you didn't want to travel anymore during the day. But yeah.
My pickle wears off.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably good that happened before the best.
So
you would want to share a tent with me after eating one of those.
All right. So in order to, I wish I had memorized these rules already. In order to harvest the creature, it is a what, survival? I think it's survival with those tools.
Take it away, Vulture.
Oh, my bad. Large creature would be 2 hours, but if you're gonna call it here anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Harvest creature.
With esoteric lore, which tells you all about all kinds of creatures.
Ooh. The GM sets the DC, which is usually the standard DC, for the creature's level. Okay. So let's see what you got on your check. Oh, you haven't rolled your check yet. Okay.
Give you the aid. Ah.
Okay, that's definitely gonna aid. Let's see.
There's the Pokedex law. Magic code law is.
Oh, very nice. So with the bonus, it is not a critical success, but it is a success. So on a success, I roll for loot for the creature, and you harvest the amount of loot rolled. So critical, you get the max amount of loot for the monster. So now we go back down to that monster. There we go. And obviously, I don't have any of this in Foundry VTT, so I have to kind of build them as we go. So that part kind of stinks. As soon as she makes this available on Foundry VTT, I'll definitely pick it up though, because it's pretty cool. So this is a consumable called an elemental core. All right, and an elemental core. Get this: the core swirls with elemental energy. You can crush this in your hand, granting yourself a +2 circumstance bonus against effects that would cause bleed, paralysis, or sleep, and the effect lasts for 1 hour. So that's pretty cool. And it is considered light bulk, and it has a retail value of 20 gold. All right.
Some girls end up applying that to like the flat check to get rid of bleed as well.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Just bleed is so terrible. Like bleed, of all 4 of those, I want to say bleed's the worst. Because sleep, you pretty much wake up when someone boxes you in the head, unless it's like a real bad effect. All right, and then let's see. Unlike 2nd edition D&D sleep, oh my god. Let's see. And then there's pure earth essence. That sounds pretty cool. All right, create item, consumable, pure earth essence, and this is this essence could be mistaken for common, we'll say sand instead of soil. Pure earth essence can be used to craft a stone fist elixir or an oil of the bastion. See Appendix B. So I guess I would say that if Bella or someone with, the crafting of potions wanted to use up one of these to try and learn the recipe for Oil of the Bastion, that could be allowed.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool. And these only have a market value of 1 gold, which is kind of wild because I feel like the potions are probably worth more than 1 gold. But then again, that's the whole point, right? You make stuff. So roll a d6, Vulture, and that's how many of these you find. All right, 2.
I can't even find this item.
Oh, it's none of this is real, man. Like this is all just Ann Gregerson homebrew.
The Oil of the Bastion thing.
Oh, that's also not real. You'd have to. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you what it does unless you research it. You know how I do. I like to hoard my knowledge, like a conspirator dragon. Let's see. You also get 1d4 rune stones that are blank. So give me a d4. All right. Rune stones. Cool. All right, so just tick that rune stone up to 2, and then you get 1d4 vials of spell essence. All right. So the fact that this creature has a lootable corpse would tell anyone trained in nature or arcana that it was not summoned, or if it was summoned, it was stuck here after the summon. So like a summoned creature, you kill it and it disappears. But this creature apparently became native to the region, or was native to the region, which you find a lot of stuff like that. Either something gets summoned here permanently by a wild magic surge, or it's left over from the wars, essentially. Okay. I'm trying to find this spell essence for you, but struggling. because a lot of things drop it. It's everywhere. Okay, so spell essence is a consumable evocation magical talisman level 1. Free action manipulate trigger. You cast a spell that requires you to roll damage and are trained in Arcana. This iridescent liquid produces a thick mist and sharp smell. When you activate it and roll damage for a spell, you can reroll any results of 1 or 2, but must take the new result. In order to craft requirements, expel 1 spell slot. I'll have to look up what that means, but that's cool. You could you could make an actual
nice.
good fireball with that. All right. So this is an item that's going to require a little bit of work to build. So just know that it's in your back pocket for now. And I'll work on getting it to you. All right, cool. And then how many of those did you find with that last roll? 3. So just notate that you guys have 3 spell essence, maybe in the treasure channel. And then once I get it built, I'll get it to you. Okay. Well,
2 cores, 2 runestones, 3 essence. Right.
Spell list.
well, I already put the runestones and the stand on your sheet, and then the core, I'll put it on your sheet now, Vulture. I thought I had already done that, but
Okay, I see. Okay, so it's 2 cores.
oh, there should only be 1 core on your sheet. Oh my god, there's like 3 now. Hold on. All right. Earth. There you go. So there should be 2 earth, 1 core, and then 2 runestones, which I think should be already on there. There we go. 2 runestones, and then you should have the just 3 spell essence, but I don't have that made yet.
Right.
All right. So while you're doing that harvesting and being assisted for 2 hours by Zenny, is there any sort of character development that happens between Vulture and Zenny that we need to know about? Anything cool or interesting go down? Or is it just quiet, methodical work?
Oh, watch out, don't touch that now. That eat your hand off, you know.
Oh,
The
I see.
acid, this type of thing.
Didn't see this, dude. Didn't see.
But no, not really. I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. So during this time, Roxy, despite the language gap, tries to explain to you that these are her other prairie dragons. Is the vibe that you get.
Right.
And they seem to be still very skittish and distrustful of you guys. And you do know from discretion that there is a market for dragon parts, especially being this close to Nex. So,
Right.
yeah.
Stack picks up Roxy's BT badge and it's like, you sure you want to stay with your family? You're welcome to stay, or I mean, we could welcome more dragons.
She looks at you, and Stack, for a hero point, can you tell us 3 wonderful memories shared by Roxy and Stack?
Oh yeah, the time that you Stack was blinded by dust breath. The other time Stack was blinded by dust breath, and the time that, you know, like a cat, Roxy like laid on his face as he was sleeping and almost suffocated him that one time. But
those are actually 3 of her favorite memories of you as well, so that works out. All right, gain a hero point and a hero card draw if you'd like. She looks at you. She looks at the pro-offered B-Team badge. She looks past you to the assortment of weirdos that follow you guys around. She looks back at her family, and she says, she just shakes her head and she says, "Roxy." She points to all of them, and she fans her wings as if to encompass all that you see around you. And she says, "Roxy."
this is your home. All right. Well, You're always welcome to find us. You probably just follow the magic wild surges. You'll find us. Do. Zach claps Stu on the back, like get some grilled cheeses for the family.
Oh, of course, grilled cheese for the road, as it were. And he begins creating grilled cheese sandwiches for all of them. They're okay. You know, they're not really into grilled cheese. You know, they prefer really good gemstones and rocks and stuff like that. But yeah, they eat it, and their mouths get stuck together by the cheese. After the 2 hours of kind of hanging out, night begins to fall, and Roxy's other dragons, one by one, begin to disappear. She looks at all of you, and then she says, Roxy. And then she starts choking. Her eyes begin to roll in different directions. Phlegm starts coming out of her nose. Her body's kind of puffing up like a balloon. And then she vomits forth a stone. And with her tail, she nudges it towards you. Stack the deck.
Zach picks it up.
Okay. You know it to be a Greater Thunderstone. A level 11 consumable item.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is very kind, Roxy. Is there anything you need?
She opens her wings as if to encompass all that you see around her and says, Roxy.
Well, we'll see you, partner.
All right. She looks over at you, Ketrin, and her eyes temporarily focus on you. She snuffles up and butts her forehead against your leg.
I put a band-aid on it.
Aw. She looks to you, Bella, and begins to sniff at you and your belongings in your pouch. You could tell that she's trying to rob you before she leaves.
Trying to get her last grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Bella gives her one of her grilled cheeses and gives her some scritches. Just nods and says, Roxy.
Okay, Vulture, she approaches you. She's been all of the dragons have been coming over and eating bits of this creature as you were, the parts that you didn't need. So that she's quite rotund at this point, and so she kind of rolls over to you and says, Roxy.
Is there anything left of this creature still, or have they completely?
Yeah, I mean, they would go to town. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking for my stuff. I mean, dragon's a dragon, right? He'll take a gold. He'll place it in her tumbleweed.
Aw. Okay.
And he'll just pat her on the head.
Roxy. She heads over to Vashon, and he crouches down and he says, "Well, I'm glad you found your." And she just punches him in the nose. You hear a slight crack, a little blood coming out, and he says, "What up?" And she says, "Gee." And then she burrows under the ground. And then you see like a pop-up that says Roxy has left the B team.
I thought she was about to nutshot him.
That's why he crouched. I think he felt it in his nuggets. in his nuggets, he knew. He's been around enough children. He knows.
Had to protect the family jewels.
If they can't reach the face, that's where they go for.
Yep. When you date a lot of shorts, you get that second sense, sixth sense maybe. All right. Night would fall. I'll hit this nighttime button for immersion.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then I can change to Pokemon Snap Desert Nighttime.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had night themes.
I have not played the new Pokemon Snap because I love the original so much. but I don't know. I just haven't brought myself to play the new one. I heard it was pretty good though. I heard it was pretty good. But you know, back in the day, we were just getting our hands on 3D, so Pokemon Snap was kind of transcendent experience. But it was like Ready Player One. No, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty cool. All right, night settles in, and I'm assuming you set a guard. It is going to get cold. Do you guys set a campfire?
Yes. Let's have us a little fire. If there's anything to burn.
Definitely fire. Bella does not like being cold.
Vulture does his night patrol as usual.
Okay. All right, I'll throw a little campfire in here. I guess the question, is if you have things to burn. Do you guys have things to burn? There's no trees around or anything.
No, like scrub brush we can find.
I would say, give me a survival DC 20, to see if you guys can find anything burnable.
Bella just looks at Vulture.
All right, I will say on a critical failure, you'll have a random encounter.
So, I would point out there is a way we could stay warm at night without fire, which is if we took our excess water and left it out in the sun for the last couple hours of the day. Water will hold on to its heat throughout the night usually if you use it as like a hot water bottle.
This sounds like something a character with survival would have. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an ideas person.
No. I love hearing like cool facts from my players. My friend Mallory, for a year and a half, I didn't have to. I got to hear animal facts every time we played Tomb of Annihilation, so I know a lot of animal facts now, and I'm learning a lot about survival through your non-survival based character, Larry. But thank you.
My character's
Book smart, not practice smart.
Understands thermodynamics.
So, Vashon was going to suggest everybody get naked and then cuddle, because that's another way that you can stay warm.
I don't think that's how that works.
Under a tarp. All the heat would get trapped under the tarp with everybody. Catcher, do you reset his nose, which seems to have been broken many times in his life? Based on
Only
yeah.
if he asks me to.
Oh yeah, he says, Mother Catherine, can you fix my nose? It's gonna make a horrible whistling sound when we sleep.
And then
I tried doing it myself, but I think I broke it in the other direction.
I sigh and I wrench it back in place as roughly as I can.
All right. His eyes go wide, and like a person that had spicy food and it cleared their sinuses, he just does a big snorting intake of blood and snot, and he says, "There we go. Thank you. Blessed be and praises and all that." All right, Vulture, you find scrub, enough scrub, at least for a little bit of fire, yeah. I'll throw a little light source down here. I really got into that Bailey wiki shit where I can just pull an entire campsite out of like a compendium and just drop the whole campsite down, and it's got lights and animation and all that. If you guys haven't looked into Bailey wiki stuff, it's kind of bananas. Okay, so I will see if there's anything interesting that night. Did anybody have anything they were going to do as you were settling in?
Yeah, I want to insult Vashon to make Bella more suspicious of me.
Oh.
I don't think there'll be any heat under a top that you were under, Vashon.
Okay. Vashon looks at you. You're a little tall, a little skinny for his taste, but he says, I mean, you know, you don't get a fire unless you rub two sticks together. Josh is like looking for the mod where you throw up the card, where you're like, time out there.
It should be on the side there. No, it's clear all targets, okay. Nah, I don't know. I was trying to say, I don't know. Trying to make a joke involving 6, but you know.
Yeah, so he sees that you're either not getting it or you're not comfortable with it, and he kind of squints at you, and in the firelight, he says, "You all right? You looking awful pale."
Listen,
It's
okay.
splotchy. Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
You got a rash or
It's-
something? Heat rash, must be heat rash.
You know how
Mo-
it is. You spend
Mother
too
Catherine,
much.
Mother Catherine, that girl's got some kind of heat rash going on. You might want
What?
to take a look at it. You don't know what's going on in the man of waste.
Bella's just glaring at them like, I don't think anything you're gonna do is gonna make her warm.
He looks
Excuse me?
over. He says, "I mean, I've been told I have some proficiency, whatever." And then yeah, he definitely doesn't go chat up Usuvu, a short, beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While all this is
Catching-
happening, Stu approaches you, Bella, and says, "Do not worry, madam. Things will be better with you no longer distracted by that tall buffoon. Here, eat a sandwich to take your worries away."
Bella just sits in the corner and kind of grumbles to herself while she eats a grilled cheese.
While I have your attention, I'd like to tell you all the things you did wrong today. And then he
Okay,
proceeds to point out all your failed rolls, your failed criticals, forgetting your class features, not understanding your hand economy still. Like, he just unloads on you.
She's relatively cowed by it. This is something she's used to. Kind of lets it wash over her like a wave.
Every now and then he says something like, "Your father would," and then you hear, "Well, your mother always says," and so on and so forth.
She visibly winces when he says that phrase.
All right, Katrin.
What's-
There's a lot going on here. Do you intercede on the emotional abuse of Firechild? Do you check in on Splotchy Heat Rash Child? Do you punch Vashon in the nose, re-breaking it? Like, what do you get up to?
I will go check on Zenny, and I will be
Okay.
like, that's fine. And I'm certainly never going to interfere with another parent figure's parenting. I know how that
Mm.
goes.
Fair.
And then
In
I
your
will.
words,
I
when
will
you looked at Zenny, like, I know you just said, that's fine, without actually asking if there was something wrong. But,
Is it
would
because you're
be-
just trying to be very respectful of their cultural heritage, or?
basically, yes.
All right, why don't you give me a religion so we could see if it's just tired and busy, or you do know what's going on, but you're like, it's not my place. Oops, I didn't mean to clone so many of you. There we go. I was just trying to get this. Don't worry, I wasn't trying to get monsters. Just trying to get this campfire for you.
Now I can't see anything.
All right. Yeah, 24. You're pretty sure that this is yet another Dampier, like up from Geb. There's a surprise. Ketrin, you know this because you're in the business.
Yeah.
There's a surprising amount of refugees from Geb. The skeletons have the hardest time passing. You know, with their rubber masks and their wigs and all that. Their full plate in the desert motif. The Dampiers do a little bit better, but this girl, I mean, who knows if she's really a girl? She could be, 800 years old. Is definitely a Dampier, and judging from the heavy body makeup that has become, splotched from and worn from all the sand and the heat and the sweat, she's been trying her best to cover it up.
Yeah, I'll just discreetly hand her a makeup wipe.
What? You wanna... I can't use that. And besides, it's just, how it is. The sun gets on your skin, you start turning grey, but she would not use that, since that would get rid of her makeup that she's trying to repair.
All right, fair enough.
Or do you think that I should just...
Hey, Dad, sorry. I don't know what just happened. My dogs went crazy. Okay, all's well. Oh, well.
Okay.
So, but do you think I should just move it?
I don't know. I mean, I think. I mean, we had a dragon. You know that. Like,
But they're dead.
it's not that weird. We got a robot over there. We got a whatever the hell Bella is. It's not that weird. That's all I'm
They're
saying.
both fairly
you do you.
normal in Alkenstar.
You do you.
It's a very white, sad dog somewhere.
Someone is
I literally
withholding
have
cheese.
no idea what is going on.
Your dog knows that I have an entire bag of Easter-themed M&M's minis that I found in the clearance cart at the grocery store last night for 50 cents each. I bought all of them, y'all. It's like it's just shotgun shells in the bag, and I'm gonna shotgun all of these down my throat at some point. Yeah. I love mini M&Ms. They taste so much better than full-size M&Ms. I don't know why.
It's a
I think it's
surface
the candy
area.
to chocolate ratio.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something about them.
They melt faster.
I could eat an entire baker's bag of them in one sitting because ADHD, impulse control. Like I could just sit there, just guzzle it, like a horse with a feed bag. All them mini. Anyways.
Zenny will maintain her disguise then, fooling perhaps no one about herself at this point.
But but you got gives you some confidence, makes you feel better. All right, Bella, do you get up to anything? It sounds like Vashon and Usuvu are actually getting along pretty well over there.
You know what? He's her problem now.
Oh, nice.
And then she's just gonna spend the night researching the Bastion oil.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
All right. So you are going to destroy one of them in an attempt to sort of reverse engineer kind of thing. That would take place. Yeah, that would take place during an actual crafting. I believe it's like an actual crafting thing. So you might want to save that for the wibbly wobbly downtime that may or may not be coming up soon.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, Vulture, do you get up at anything? You just patrolling?
Just patrolling.
All right. Stack, do you get up to anything?
I don't know. Stack's feeling like kind of ill tonight, so he's just gonna lay down. Like he's just gonna rest.
Okay, fair enough. All right. You don't have a great night of sleep. I'll tell you that, Stack. You feel sick to your stomach. And you feel cravings in your sleep. You dream of things that you've never had an interest in at all. Skulking about in the darkest, filthiest places, looking for prey, looking for opportunities. I don't know if any of this stuff is stuff you normally do. Just let me know. But you spend the night sort of in a dream, in a haze, that you are a creature of shadows. You are a hunter in the night. You are an opportunist who must take and take some more. Take things, take treasure, take lives. In the dream, you find prey unaware. And before they know it, your fangs have sunk into them, their flesh torn, their blood wetting your mouth, their screams, music in your ears. Stack, who was the victim in this dream?
Oh. Probably. You probably have to. What's his name? Felix from way back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. As you are sleeping restlessly, Vulture, between you and Zenny, right? You guys don't need a lot of sleep. Zenny, is that a thing for Dampiers?
No.
They need a normal amount of sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that kind of checks out. Like D&D vampires, I mean, they're not even. I don't even know if they're immune to exhaustion. I can't remember. They might be, but yeah, I think they're like the most human of all the undead,
Yeah,
right?
that
So
makes
yeah,
sense. I feel like vampires are very into sleeping, even though it's their
Yeah,
own
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I do have to ask, when you sleep, do you sleep like a normal person, or do you just look like a corpse? Like, do you just Vampire the Masquerade like deactivate?
It's not actually a vampire, just a vampire.
Right.
Sleeps normally when that's the boring answer.
Okay, I'll have to watch those clips from Castlevania where Alucard's sleeping with the shirt off for reference, just so I can remember what that's like. So, thanks for reminding me. I'll add that to my prep list. Okay. Excellent. So, during the night. Okay. The only thing of interest, Vulture, is off in the distance. You do hear drumming. And Mongolian throat singing. It seems to be coming from the east, in the same direction that you must go. Maybe a bit northeast. Give me a perception, hidden perception. Okay. You are not sure the distance of it, but it does not seem to be affecting your allies. So you imagine that the wind that whips harshly across the top of this canyon is probably carrying the sound away for the others, who have, I think, mechanically a -5 to their perception right now because they're asleep. And then the wind would probably make that even worse. I don't know if they're both circumstances. Anyways, they didn't fucking hear it, just you. You also notice that Stack is having a very bad time. He says he can't sweat, so he is just drool and foam are like coming out of his mouth. And he's not in the tent with the others. He seems to have kind of wedged himself into like a hollow in this hoodoo, and is almost like just curled up as tight as he can, just fitfully sleeping and just like foaming and drooling at the mouth. His breathing is ragged. Do you do anything about it?
Him sleeping away from the others doesn't seem any different as that happened the other night. The whole foaming at the mouth is a bit odd. So he would go to wake Ketrin. Unfortunately, she's okay. Saying that something is wrong with Stack, and that she could take a look at him.
Okay. Do you do it now while Ketrin's asleep, or do you wait till morning?
Foaming at the mouth can't be good. So
We're gonna say it's midnight at this point.
I would.
If it helps, you're aware that Sandy's also good with medicine.
If you don't want to wake Ketrin, I guess. You could always go with a different service provider.
But this would be my chance to ask Stack if he is up to date on his baby vaccine.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were there, so.
Okay.
Also, Denning has been a bit off, so he's not clearly sure about her whole deal. But yeah, he would. For now, he'll ask Ketrin.
I will go over to Stack and I will shake him awake.
Huh?
And I will say that you okay there, son?
He
Little
hisses
nightmare?
at you. Yeah, Stack. He hisses at you, and
yeah, you see that his eyes are taking in like all the firelight, and they have like that eerie sort of like yellow-green glow that like monsters have in monster movies.
Can I make like a medicine check or something? Some sort of check to see what was going on? And also, could you roll it for me? Because I am not next to my computer.
I imagine that you were kidnapped by that sad dog, so I will roll it for
I
you.
basically was. I'm putting them outside.
All right. Ketrin, having treated this patient before, you remember that he has were-rat rabies, right? Like this is
yeah.
it's the night of a full moon.
Figured that was it.
Oh. Oh.
It
That's
does
crept up on us.
seem that he is controlling the transformation, but barely.
hmm.
Like he maybe had to roll a secret save and just made the amount.
Well, I will suddenly remembering that. I will just shoo Vulture away and I'm gonna say, I think I'll look up at the sky, I'll point at the full moon, and I'm gonna say I think maybe it'll be okay, but just keep an eye on him while you're doing your rounds. And wake me up if he decides to start biting anybody.
Affirmative.
Okay. Stack, the changes your body are resisting have, lulled you back to sleep, I would say.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Then the rest of the night passes without incident. And we'll head to morning. Oof. Okay. Time to head out. Hit this morning button. There we go. All right. I mean, nothing to it but to do it, I guess. You guys continue on your way?
Hold on a second. Probably towards the
Nice.
tail end of the rest. You said these things were 40 feet high?
Yes.
Vulture would like to climb up one of them and try and look in the direction of the sound that he was hearing earlier.
Okay. Give me a check. Like, Ketron's here, they're going to be able to patch you up. You're not in combat or whatever. But just to kind of give us a sense of, like, was it an easy thing to do or not? These are pretty slick and hard to climb, so it'll be about 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a fail, so I don't go anywhere, right?
Right, yeah, you're just looking at it like, damn, this is a pretty smooth surface. Like, you could probably do it, and you would never die from the fall, but it could take a while to get up there, especially if you want to do it safely.
I mean, I'll keep trying until I eventually succeed. So just
Yeah, sure. So give me, we'll say 2 more rolls.
Second.
Mm.
Yeah, I love this. There we go.
Okay. So we're gonna say that it takes you about 30 minutes of trying. Ketron has to patch you up once from a bad fall, but you do make it to the top of one of these hoodoo pillars. And I assume that you want to try to look off into the distance to get a sense of what's going on.
Yeah, he
right,
uses an
yeah.
vantage point to kind of see what was
So as you get up there, imagine like a whipping wind, Chicago, just kind of off the lake, just it's just like hitting you, trying to blow your hat away. Fortunately, it's latched to your head, and then like you just start scanning the horizon like you're in a cool western. Do you do like through the scope of the rifle, like like using like a telescope? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, give me a perception.
I wish I did, but you know what? It's cooler with the scope.
An item, isn't it?
Of course,
like
yeah.
It is. Here's a perception.
All right. That is a great perception check. Let's see. Yeah, you see that to the east there is an oasis. You see that like this spot of blue and green off in the distance. It's kind of the only thing of interest that you see looking off into the distance. Everywhere else seems to be just barren expanse, and then much further off to the east, you see that there is sort of a rocky kind of badlands, and then that turns into some significant like hills, canyons, and maybe even little baby mountains.
Okay.
With that incredible perception check, I would say, just because it'd be really dope, you see a glint of the morning sun lighting up what you can only assume are either deposits of metal or minerals or mirrors on those rocky hills off in the distance. But that's going to be like the whole day to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. He climbs back down.
Okay.
And we'll say, last night I heard there was a drumming sound while everyone was asleep. I could not pinpoint the source of it, but it seemed to have been to our northeast. To the east, there seems to be an oasis that we could use for a resting spot, or to at least gather our bearings. Further off,
And not die of thirst.
that is true. Further off, there is a mountain range, and something seems to be reflecting off of the morning sun. That may be our destination. I estimate it will take about a day to get there. We continue our
God damn, a
pace.
day! How long have we been walking for? What? It's everyone's thinking it. I'm just asking. It's like, what, third day of travel? Fourth? What was the point of taking the goddamn airship?
The airship would have gotten us there faster. Unfortunately, we were grounded.
Well, ain't nothing to do but make our way there.
I hope everyone is as well rested as I. That was a wonderful night. Just sleeping under the stars.
Oh, when you snuck off for your morning constitutional, did you reapply all your disguises and stuff?
As best as I could. I'm probably running
Okay.
pretty low.
Okay.
Yeah, Stack wakes up like looking zombified. He has
yeah,
like
right.
he's like, what happened? I feel not good.
Now, I don't know if anyone wants to point this out to Stack, but his front two teeth are longer than they were before he went to bed, and they're just they're cutely sort of sticking out of his snoot over his lower lip. Also, Katrin, you notice that some of the fur seems to be falling out in patches on his tail.
My God.
I mean,
There's
that
The skin beneath is all scaly and scabby.
Stack. You
Mm-hmm.
been sniffing around Blackburn or something? What's going on?
I don't know. He rubs his temples like, oh man, I had the worst night last night.
This is just fur fall from his temples as he rubs them.
Yeah.
Bolter will take out a dagger and kind of show it in front of Stack. If it's reflective enough, I don't know.
hmm
Oh.
Unless someone has a mirror, but yeah.
I want to look at him and work out if it's contagious.
I will pull Zeddy aside and quietly explain the were-rat incident.
Was this something
Just-
we were
yeah.
all aware of?
We fought rare rats. We all
yeah,
people got
yeah.
bit.
I think they were, you know, like you'd be as aware of it as you are. Like you know, everyone was there for it. And then there was a discussion about whether or not you could afford to get a remove curse
I
cast.
recall giving him the money to have that removed.
Oh well, you know there
He
was
just sort of didn't.
Well, you see, the way his bank works,
We needed a magic lamp, and that
he
close-
couldn't get
close
the
proximity
money
to
out
that.
until Monday, and then by then the temple was closed for Moon Day, festivities, and then when he remembered, it was already Oath Day, and it's just, there was a bank holiday.
So when we all pooled our money to get that healing, you bought the lamp. Is that what I'm
No.
coming to understand?
The lamp was before that. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
he misspent the money twice. Okay, that's what he's trying to tell you.
No.
Vashon whispers from behind you. He says, "We're gonna have to keep an eye on these knuckleheads. One of them's got leprosy. I think she gave it to that one."
Great, just one more person I have to keep an eye on. I look at him angrily.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a tough world out here, you know. How you holding up? I know you're not a big fan of walking. This has got to be the most walking I've done in a long time. I like to take a taxi. You know what I mean?
Not great. I have to take 1.5 steps for every step these people take. I don't love it.
That's rough. Why don't you turn Robot here into a scooter or something?
He was perfect the way he is. He's already carrying his weight and then some.
Well, I'll tell you what. I gone from loving them grilled cheese to only liking them a little bit. I think I'm gonna go on a dairy fast when I get back to town. I'm gummed up something terrible.
Oh god,
You
the
got any,
constipation would be real bad.
Yeah. I used up all my expectorants. You got any extra in your kit? You know I ain't supposed to have so much dairy, so it's really causing some blockage there.
She gives him the lactate that she keeps around for him.
Yeah, I'm too embarrassed to tell Mother Ketrin about it, you know?
She's definitely the prepared girlfriend that brings medication for her idiot boyfriend.
He says, I knew I could rely on you. Thanks so much. He just starts chugging it. He says, all right, gotta take care of some business.
Holster was about to say, "Are we ready to go?" and just sees him walk off.
You just hear off in the
They'll just
distance, and wish that you weren't so good at perception. You just hear, oh, there we go. Little cheese, baby.
Bella just gives a resigned sigh.
Just like that guy had a bomb up his butt. There we go. All right.
So, regarding being filled in by Ketrin, though, you just staggered in the distance. Hear Zenny saying, not quietly enough to not be heard, really aware of that? You gotta be bitten by a lycanthrope. Can't it be something cool? Like, I don't know, like a werewolf? That kind of hot. So why not one of them? Ravens are cool too, I guess. But that's the worst of them.
Yeah, we were in the sewers. It was a
tell-
thing.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Alright, I'm done. I've done my bit.
I mean, I'm looking at all the official were creatures, and I'm feeling were crocodile. Honestly, that's my jam right there. You can get turned into
Guess
anything.
you would get those in Gab now. I think
Look at
about
this
that.
heavy metal motherfucker right here.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
god, she looks
You get a
amazing.
Swinsky with that?
I believe you do. Yes.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
And they're large size. This is my kind of monster. Oh my goodness.
This would definitely be found in Gab though now. I think
Yeah.
about it, you
I mean,
know?
I bet
that's
some of them
so
live in the
cool.
river that goes through Alkenstar. They're just probably mutated as fuck.
Hey, I mean, when you get back to town, it's a nice downtime activity. Go get
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, hopefully, see if they
Hey, what you do with your archetypes is your business, I guess.
So you
but
gotta
sure,
survive that bite is
Oh
the
my god, I
problem.
forgot about that. Have you been putting points into that archetype?
that is his business. That is his business.
Alright.
If he wants to answer, he can.
Why are crocodiles wearing some like really refined clothes? They're a bit torn, but
That's what I thought was really neat. You know what I mean? I got like lady vibes off of the outfit.
Mm.
You know, I was like, that's cool. They never cease to impress with the monsters.
Oh, don't worry, Crash. Your dreams will come true. Dom just said maybe they'll show up in the Wonky Jungle.
Man. Good thing I go to school and I don't wander around the jungle like a fucking idiot. Like, that would be great. So, yeah, a couple weeks from now. God damn it.
Maybe I could get one red creature to replace the other red creature. And like you only have one wear status at a time.
I think that's how you like become a shoggoth or something. Just body can't decide anymore what it's supposed to look like.
So, it sounds like you guys want to head on over to a little
Yep.
place they call the Oasis. Alright. Wonderful. If you are doing the things that require rolls, you must also make the secret roll as well. This is your burden, your responsibility. Vulture, you sense direction.
Yep. Here comes my
Alright.
survival.
Okay. I'm going to give you a +2 circumstance, since you got the lay of the land from the high ground in an extremely cool, iconic Western movie scene. So,
I would like to make the Oasis as part of my investigation.
Oh, okay. What can you tell us, Larry, about Oasis with this? Because I feel like you got something for this. Give me the top fact you want to share about Oasis before I just tell you what I have.
I feel like I gave all my Oasis facts to the last one.
Oh, really? But what if I don't remember them? Okay, hold on.
Something about predators and
Oh, yeah. Water in the desert, and it's an ecosystem, and everybody likes that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the algorithm, but it wants to tell me more about Oasis the band than it's all the bards that play Wonderwall. It's got to be it.
I think Bella's waiting for one of these Oases to be a giant worm.
An oasis is an area that is a monster. And an oasis is an area made fertile by a source of fresh water in an otherwise dry and arid region. Oases, that's the plural. That's a good fact to share. Are irrigated by natural springs or other underground water sources, like a giant worm's saliva ducts. They vary in size from a cluster of date palms around a well or a spring to a city and its irrigated croplands. Dates, cotton, olives, figs, citrus fruits, wheat, and corn maize are common oasis crops. Underground water sources are often called aquifers, and they are the ones that will supply most oases. In some cases, a natural spring brings the underground water to the surface. At other times, oases are man-made with people tapping into aquifers, and that's a whole thing. If you're really good at survival, is finding water in the desert and hitting the jackpot, I guess. Oases are delicate things. They can easily be ruined by weather events and just bad shit happening to them. They are considered quite sacred to all of the creatures and sentient beings that call the desert home. Despite all of the nice things, this is still the mana wastes, so it is likely that the oasis is going to be home to all manner of dangerous beasts, maybe plant monsters, maybe more earth monsters, maybe just mutant dinosaurs that are coming to get something to drink. Maybe the death hippos made it all the way out east, so we'll have to find out.
They've been known to track people for long distances.
I've heard that. I have heard that. You just hear a shotgun being loaded as you approach. No. All right. So let's head over to the oasis. All right. Anyone with perception, you notice that Vashon is. It looks like he's 5 pounds lighter. He must have rearranged his inventory. He is no longer encumbered.
He is moving
All right.
5 feet extra speed.
I love that.
I stopped wearing. Sorry.
Oh?
I just stopped wearing armor and it only dropped my AC by 1, but I get more movement speed.
Okay. I think that mobility is often worth more than AC, but this system does make it hard on you because 1 AC can prevent a crit. Yeah. All right. I would say with your pretty dang good rolls, you would be able to stop just shy of the map and see that the oasis is quite small, and that there are 2 people and their pack animal refreshing in the spring. Bring you over to the map, but you don't have to commit to the map because you used your exploration actions. So here we go. All right. You recognize Triceratops. You're pretty familiar with that creature. It is half in the water and half out, and it's just drinking and splashing about happily. Next to it is Wasteland's ogre. Look at this little buddy. This little buddy growing out of its right peck. I don't know. It's adorable. Anyways, you see a Wasteland's ogre. They are refilling massive water skins with water, and you see another one over here, and him pissing in the oasis. He got his big old mutated donkey dong out. He's just pissing all in the oasis. They have not noticed your guys' approach yet because you had somebody scouting, and somebody else searching, and somebody else investigating. Though I didn't actually get a search from Zenny. Okay, so the reason that you're so close is because Zenny just didn't do a very good job with their perception. But they haven't noticed you, so you guys could leave if you wanted to. Or, I think if you linger too long, they will notice you guys. And there's an awful lot of you, so I don't know if you want to try to change your explorations to stealth or not, but I will give you a chance to reset your explorations. Okay, and if you do a thing that involves a roll, go ahead and give me the roll.
Oh, I'm not good at this, huh?
How does follow the expert work? Can't I follow Vulture since he's an expert in stealth?
Yeah. It says choose an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring, or avoiding notice. The ally must be at least expert. So is anybody an expert at stealth?
Yep, I'm an expert.
Okay. Alright, the ally must be at least expert. While following the expert, you match their tactics or attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level, oh my goodness, as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill based on your ally's proficiency. Wow! That's great!
I would only wish I had cooperative waffles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, as I can, I will look at my vulnerabilities before, like...
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make them the focus of my investigation as well.
Okay.
Failure is fine. Doesn't tell me anything, but it's okay.
Okay. Alright.
Guys, we need the water.
So, Katrin, did you follow the expert also? That's actually a good point, now that this is, now that you guys can qualify for this and all follow Vulture.
Yes.
Is more than one person allowed to follow? Yeah, everybody can follow one person. It doesn't say there's a limit. Okay. In that case, with the bonus granted by Vulture, sadly, one of you did not avoid notice, so they would just be out front. Is that... Do you want to be noticed?
Oh no, I don't want to be noticed. I thought it was like
okay.
if we got noticed, I thought it was like a group check,
no,
not a
no,
single.
no.
Oh, okay, I'll change
That
to
sweet
avoid
plus
notice.
1 to initiative, so valuable, you give up hiding.
No. Boy, I'll follow the expert. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you would just roll a stealth, and I would just add the bonuses.
Okay. Cool.
So mad that those Sphinx guys stole my waffle iron.
The camera cuts to their dope desert bandit fort, and they're just making waffles, and they're just like they're having a party. Like, it's so
It
good.
took them a couple of days to figure it out.
Yeah,
but
to
once they
figure it
did-
out. Yeah.
Once they did.
Oh man.
Set up a banner that just says waffle party.
Now they're just taking anything they find and trying to make a waffle out of it.
All right, believe it or not, all of you, even Mother Ketrin, thanks to the guidance of Vulture, was so fucking quiet that the ogres do not notice you. However, the Triceratops kind of stops bathing, and she sniffs the air, and she goes, and the ogres look around, but you guys are like down in the sand, like you're just down in it. You're like behind a dune. And she says, and then the ogre punches her in the back of the head. And since he's been punching her in the back of the head since she was born, she quiets down. Nothing? Okay. This guy puts his wiener away. This is the long Uncle P that he was taking. And then in Jotun, anybody speak Jotun?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, they just say some stuff to each other in deep rumbly voices. And then they throw all the water sacks on the back of the Triceratops, and they start heading out. And they look like they're heading to the north because all the maps are backwards. So they head out.
Not in the direction that we need to go, right?
No, but it confirms that it's the same direction the drumming came from last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will
Just have a party over there.
Yeah, their neighbors came over with their new waffle iron. It was fucking crazy.
Just refilling the water supplies for their week-long party.
Yeah. There's like little children running around with like Bella's extra clothes on. It's just wonderful. Like you guys brought so much joy to these people.
We really affected the culture of this desert.
Yeah, exactly. The Star Trek people would come after you for changing the lives of a primitive culture with your futuristic
I
stuff.
was thinking that exact thing.
This waffle iron ends up just changing everything for them. Their entire timeline has shifted.
Start building
Like
monuments of
it's
waffles.
like that. Did you ever see the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy, where like a bunch of third world people get a glass Coke bottle and it changes their world?
No, that sounds amazing though.
It is a pretty good movie, and that's exactly the situation, basically.
All right. I'm assuming after maybe 10 minutes, you guys approach, or no? Was that too forward of me?
If everyone is still adamant about the
Mm.
dinosaur bathed, pissed, laden water, sure.
Yeah,
I
don't
will.
love
I
that he
will say
pissed
this.
it,
Look at the map maker. This is one of the official maps from the adventure, by the way. They have scorpions everywhere. This place is crawling with scorpions. This would not be a good place to attempt a long rest. You realize without having to make a survival check, because this area is just rampant with these little bastards.
lousy with them.
You'll wake
Yeah.
up with 1,000 on your body.
Yes.
No one take off their shoes.
Having survived a scorpion infestation of my basement apartment, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. All right,
Yes,
so
well,
do you just
while
want
I
to?
don't love that he peed in it. We can still filter it, probably.
I mean, if you could filter the radiation, you could probably filter out the pee. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I assume you guys fill up all your water and roll out.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That was. Let's think about this. This might have been one of the first encounters in a very long time where everyone in a group made the hide check, stayed hidden, and avoided a combat encounter.
It's
Yeah.
pretty like standard
Yeah.
interaction at the watering hole, where you kind of just like let the predator do its thing and leave before you take your own turn.
I just think it's nice. I think that, and it wouldn't have happened without the follow the leader action. So I think that's really neat. I've never actually seen the follow the leader action used so effectively. But now I realize, like, dang, like keeping track of who's good at what. This is like, it's all starting to make sense to me. Okay.
I don't need proficiencies in real skills. I can just dump more stuff into lore.
So after another we'll say hour, it's gonna be like 2 hours. So let me advance the clock here. So it took you about 2 hours to get here, and then another 2 hours. So it is getting into the heat of the day. As it's getting into the heat of the day, up ahead, and here I'll do fresh explorers if you want. Otherwise you could just just vibe. Up ahead you do see the prow of a ship rising up out of the dunes.
I will make it the focus of my investigation, and when we get to it, I'll search it for parts that we need.
Okay. Alright, I don't remember what they call Viking in Galarian, but it is a Viking ship.
Oh.
From the land of the Venom Kings, maybe?
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't know
Prow.
the
Oh,
nationality
Ulfins.
of
It's Ulfins. Ulfins. The prow of an Ulfin longship juts from the sand. Its carved wooden figurehead depicting a Lenorm's face. Jaws agape. A Lenorm is like a wingless worm dragon. The ship's bow rides on the desert floor as if it were floating on water, with several feet of hull encased in the rock-hard sandstone. And I'll take you over to the map. Let's see.
Looking
Ulfin
at
ship.
Fence direction, it says typically I just have to make one survival check for the day.
Oh, for the day. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just keep using the one you got.
Okay, so then I'll
Okay.
do different activity instead. I'll avoid those.
Okay.
Well, it says I have to make the survival check once per day unless this terrain continues shifting.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely shifted, right? Because you went from the canyons to flatland to oasis, and now you're getting into badlands.
Okay, so then never mind.
Yep.
I'll continue sense of direction.
Thank you for checking on that, clarifying it. All right. Do you guys see the map? There should.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here's the ship parts poking out of the ground. This is the mast. This is the butt of the ship. This is a guy that's run 5 years of Odyssey and 3 years of Skull and Shackles. The boat booty over here.
Not to mention,
So,
it's,
some call it the stern. Question mark, is that right? Is it the stern?
yeah, I think so.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
All
stern.
right.
Thanks.
I
I've
can't.
been there
I
for all
can't
of it.
see
I don't
anything.
know.
You can't
Am I
see
on the
anything
map?
again. Oh, let me see if you're 100 feet below ground again. No, you are on the map.
I literally cannot find my token. Maybe I need to refresh.
What's your
All right. I'll
exclamation
drag a
point?
fresh one out of Ketron. All right. It has a weird exclamation mark on your
Yeah,
token.
some kind of weird condition.
But all it says is that you're loaded and defending.
I don't even
That's
know where to
weird.
find that one.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
Zinni has
try and
exclamation
refresh my
mark too.
Foundry.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see now? I removed all your stuff.
Oh, I am refreshing my Foundry.
Okay, we'll find out in a sec then. Okay. All right, let me check those exploration actions. Oh, so Bella, time to get some Pathfinder lore. Oh man.
Fuck yeah, that's what I built this character for.
I mean, they got some good lore, y'all. They got some good lore. If you want a lore-heavy game for D&D, try to find a good Storm King's Thunder. That is a very good opportunity to learn a shitload of lore about Forgotten Realms. All right, the Ulfin, pronounced Ulfin, are human ethnicity once feared along Avastan's coastlines for their fierce and merciless raidings they conducted in their longboats. Sometimes they're referred to as Vikings by people from Earth who play Pathfinder, though this may more specifically be applied to Ulfin fighters and warriors. Viking, by the way, is an archetype. Just wanted you guys to know anyone could be a
Of course
Viking.
it is.
The days of raiding have passed, but the Ulfin are still renowned for their height, blonde hair, and their love of sweet rolls. No, their prowess as warriors and their love of sweet rolls. Ulfin bodyguards are highly desired throughout the courts of the Inner Sea region, though it is rumored their weakness is their knees. Okay. So Ulfin is pretty. I'm gonna say it's kind of far from here. And the ocean is very far from here, so it doesn't make a lot of sense
Well,
that there would
we
be
did
an
encounter
Ulfin-
mermaids.
That's true. That's true. So, shit happens, I guess, with wild magic. Or maybe in an older edition of Pathfinder, when they were fighting those wars, they had a spell called like Summon Vikings or something, and they just dropped a Viking longship on them. However, you rolled so good on your recall knowledge that you think that this might be a funeral ship, not an actual ship of war.
Does that mean there's treasure?
Possibly. Would I know from culture knowledge?
Yeah. That means that generally, if they had a ship like this, either A, it was for a lot of people and there's not going to be very good treasure, or it was for one big baller and there could be a lot of treasure.
All right, let's look it over.
But how about this time we'll be nice to Katrin and let her go first?
Oh, wow. Zenny, before anyone gets any closer, with your insane perception check, you do see some creatures hiding in the mouth, the gaping maw, which seems to have been hollowed out. It seems to have been hollowed out even further to make a little cave. And peeking out, you see several of these.
They're wearing clothes.
They are roughly the size of Barbie dolls or action figures.
Oh, they're tiny. Oh.
Yeah, they're little tiny bat people, and they have cute little pug face, and they're so cute. And yeah, they're wearing clothes. The clothes seem to be made of scraps of cloth and silk and leather.
They also have grumpy cat faces.
Well, you know, it's the hottest part of the day, and they are nocturnal creatures probably. So this is, you know, it's rough. They're staring with bleary eyes at everyone, and Zenny, they seem to be non-mechanically frightened of you guys.
Okay, well then I'll have to call out to them and say, hey there! That's a cool hiding spot you picked out there. Mouth of a linarm.
Okay, and you're doing this in the regional common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over that on Necro.
Yeah, sure.
I'm making that one the focus of my investigation.
Which one?
The one that came out. Anyone.
Oh, no, none of them have come out. Only Zenny saw them. The rest of them are hidden in the shadows of the cave. And then Zenny did not point them out to you, which is an action in Pathfinder.
It's true, it's true.
Well, she did start talking to them.
Yeah. So
we're wondering who
as
she's
you guys are
talking to.
approaching. Yeah. You hear some squeaking, squeaking and murmuring in there, and then one of them reveals himself. And I was told in the previous game that the cute squeaky voice I tried to use for these guys does not pick up on mic because of like filters, so I'm just gonna talk in a normal voice. But imagine them being very squeaky and small.
Helium.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, helium voice. Yeah, for sure. And yes, I know I could be using that one mod that changes your voice and everything, and I own it. But I just, anyways.
I think it's you just have to turn off your noise cancellation. That's what I have to do.
Yeah, for when you do your squeaky voice, you have to turn off your noise cancellation.
Oh no, just normally my Discord thinks I talk too monotone sometimes and will noise cancel myself out.
Gotcha. So in a squeaky voice, it says, "Who goes there? You're strangers. You're different. What do you want?"
I mean, that's a bit rude, but you know, I'm Zenny, and now you know my name. Now we're not strangers. So who are you?
All right. So now that it's revealed itself, if anybody wants to try and recall knowledge of this creature, they can.
With a +1.
Pokedex law.
All right. Let's see. Esoteric in this instance would be enough. I think it's weird. I'm just going to say this real quick before we kind of reveal this. I think it's weird that the some of these creatures, because they are low in level, they have like a lower DC. I feel like the rarity of a monster should like weigh way heavier. You know what I'm saying? I know it factors in, but I feel like it should weigh way heavier. I feel like how tough. I feel like a really tough monster, everyone's gonna know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone knows about Godzilla. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Godzilla's CR 30, but we all know about Godzilla because God forbid Godzilla show up. Everyone wants to know what's going on with Godzilla. I think that part of recall knowledge is a little weird.
I guess it's assumed they're also valid, the higher level ones, even if they're not like
I don't know. I think it's more like you live in a board game. That's what I think it is. But yeah. Okay, so with that check, you and Bella both know that this is a Nyctera. And a Nyctera is a tiny winged fae with intense curiosity and adventurous spirits. They're sort of like sprites. Then they often find themselves in risky situations and shenanigans, belying their stature. While their pixie and grig cousins are most common, numerous types of sprites were born from the fairy realm of the first world. These include Draxies, Malixies, and Nycteras. Are Nycteras playable? Like, can you play it? Because you can't play sprites, right? You can't. Can you play a sprite?
Yeah, I play.
Oh, okay. Each of which shares commonalities with different animal or magical creature. Nycteras, or bat sprites, are gentle sprites known for their affectionate nature and incredible hospitality. Nycteras share features with bats, but the type of bat varies by location, as Nycteras tend to form small colonies in locations with bats similar to their own nature. A Nyctera's sense of hospitality is such that they're willing to share with any who need it, even total assholes. However, violating a Nyctera's hospitality is one of the greatest taboos, inviting rare anger and retribution from the Nyctera, who was wronged, as well as their large extended family. And you better watch out, because as CR-1 creatures, that retribution, it's going to be fierce. So, just keep that in mind. Each of you may ask a mechanical question about the Nycteras.
You think they like sweets?
Okay, is that the question?
Yes.
They might like sweets of a fruit-based or meat-based nature.
How do you think you'd feel about cinnamon?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, that's.
I feel like Faye things like cinnamon. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. You may ask a mechanical question as well, Zenny.
Mechanical. I mean, they got ways of playing tricks on people.
Ooh, what a great question. They have spells. Once per day, every single Nyctera can cast healing. And they have the cantrips Dancing Lights and Ghost Sound. That's actually pretty cool.
I think we just be nice to them. I think they'll let us.
That's a lot of heal spells. There's a lot of these little bastards.
Also, a lot of magic spells.
Yeah, that's their real weapon. Okay, so we are actually at time, so maybe we will stop off right as you guys are about to begin negotiation / roleplay / palaver with these adorable bat sprites. Seems like a good place for us to stop for the week. All right, awesome.
This is nice.
Yeah,
we're not stopping at the edge of ruin.
Yeah, this is kind of nice. All right, yeah. Now that you mention it, stopping before something nice for change. That's cool.
Do these things look mature or like children?
No, that's like, like they're face spirits. So like they're kind of they just look how they look. I mean, I think if you squint real hard in the very back of the makeshift cave would probably be littles. Like they have shorter arms and legs, bigger heads. Like toddler proportions.
The eyes of troll dolls.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The little treasure troll doll size. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Great work, guys. That was a nice potpourri, I felt, of encounters and gameplay mechanics and some nice roleplay scenes. So good stuff. I like it. It's nice. You are, I will be transparent, pretty close. Pretty close. You're pretty sure you're gonna make it tonight. You're gonna make it by evening, unless some shenanigans happen. You think you're gonna make it to the cradle tonight. And meta, if you walk in the front door of the cradle, that's your milestone. So just gonna keep that in mind.
So bad.
Yeah, so maybe have your level 6 like mapped out in case it happens, mid-session or whatever. You can just sort of do it real quick and be good to go. That would also include if you have some plans for your meta timer wibbly wobbly week of downtime that you get
Okay,
do
so
the
that
rest.
does include out here, away from.
Yeah, because remember, all of it is like outside of time, right? Like you're remembering some work that you did, or you did all this work like off camera kind of thing. Like the pacing in this adventure, it just doesn't allow downtime, but the theme of the adventure seems to encourage downtime, right? With all the inventors and the alchemists and the crafting, and it's the capital of crafting for the whole world. So when I decided to run it, I was like, we'll just give them a week of downtime every time they level up so that the pacing of the story can keep going, but they themselves are able to do the things that adventurers need to do. And that also includes retraining. So if you're finding that something just isn't working right for you, you can spend that week retraining a feature or feat or whatever.
Question: when you retrain something, do you have to go with something the same level?
Same level or less, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so that when you get higher level, you don't get to dump your low level stuff and get more high level stuff, essentially. So.
Okay.
Which is different than 4E, which was very feat heavy. 4E, you only had, I think it was like, I want to say 6 or 9 feats altogether. But as you got higher in level, you could dump your low level feats for higher level feats, which was kind of cool. Though there were a handful of low-level feats that were so good, you just kept up your whole career. This, they just drown you in feats. They're like, nope, you just get a feat every single level. If you're a rogue, you get 17 feats every level. Just deal with it. Yeah. All right. Good stuff, guys. We will continue next week. I don't see anything on the horizon that would cause any interruption of service. Quick announcements. Tomorrow morning, we're going to play some Curse of Strahd. Tomorrow night, Mythic Odyssey. Monday night, Outlaws continues. Tuesday night will be session 2 of Strength of Thousands, run by Dom. It's been quite a pleasure so far. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a player in the game, and my life was endangered, as I mentioned earlier. So I think it's going to be a pretty brutal campaign. So hope I make it. Make it to the end. No, actually, I'm sure it's going to get nuts because it's a Paizo adventure. So, but it's basically magic school in Mwangi Expanse, which is like inspired by African folklore and stuff like that. So it feels to me like a very unique adventure and experience because I have never run a magic school or played in a magic school campaign, and I have not really run or played any African folklore inspired games. I think Skull and Shackles swung by the Mwangi Expanse, but there wasn't really a lot of adventures going on there for that campaign. So, anyone else have any announcements before we adjourn?
I am not going to be here next week. Sorry.
Okay. I will study up, and I'll definitely not spam lay on hands to cause wild surges. But maybe. Also in the Mwangi or the Strength of Thousands, it's a magic school, so everyone's got magic, and all night when people were like, "I cast," my heart would stop, and my butt cheeks would clench, and my jaw would clench, and then I remembered, oh right, you're supposed to cast spells. Okay, got it.
You're not in a dangerous area where
This whole campaign is about using magic. It's going to be okay. But yeah, the whole night, every time a spell was cast, my heart kind of stopped a little bit. Because I was like, what horrors await us for using magic. But, all right. Then in that case, I'm going to go. If you are curious, I got a VTuber made. I had a terrible hyperfixation of VTubers, and then the next thing I knew, I was commissioning a VTuber, and now there's a VTuber, and it turned out really good. Like stupidly good. Like way better than I could have ever hoped for, and certainly way better than I paid for. And I'm very excited about it. So probably in about 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be streaming that and kind of show like how that stuff works under the hood and how the animation controls work. And if anybody's been curious about that kind of stuff, I couldn't find a lot of videos where they just show you like under the hood, like with the engine running, like this is the engine, like this is how it works. So it's gonna throw that up for a little bit.
That's cool. I'll definitely check that out.
It's also going to make you feel some kind of way because it's my voice coming out of a big booba chamomile. So it's, I don't know. I've watched some recordings of it, and it makes me feel very confused. So
I was thinking that
yeah.
with the images you were showing me some weeks back.
Well, Red knows because Red played in a game with Chamomile. That canonically, Chamomile has no character voice. Chamomile sounds like me because she started smoking when she was 12, and she just got Doctor Girlfriend vibes with her voice or whatever. So canonically, it is exactly what Chamomile would sound like. But it's still very weird to see, especially when the lip syncing actually is working properly. It's very weird. So, all right. Well, I hope everybody has a good week. Scarlet, I hope you have a great trip, and I'll see you guys around the Discord.
Thanks for running.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Bye.